everyone. Welcome to the FFR Irongol Heavy Metal Championship. I am here today with my co-host Mages.
How's everything?
Excellent. I am super excited for this. There are ridiculous flags, so I'm super excited to watch.
Ridiculous flags, ridiculous racers. We got 4 channels going on this. This is gonna be hype, folks.
This is insane. So have you run this particular flag set before? I've done just random entrance shuffle before, and
I've done random entrance shuffle before. In fact, I remember when they had a tournament that was required town shuffle. I've run a lot of the different setups, so it should be fun.
Nice.
Basically, the hardest thing is we got a deep Topher. That means we could literally go marsh into Sea Shrine into just as far as you can go down that rabbit hole to finally get to Topher before we can even see the fight. Before they can even go into fighting that.
Indeed, and today's chaos could be anyone, right?
Alt chaos is on.
Well, I'm super excited. I guess we will just wait to see when everyone is going at the same time, and then we get started on this wonderful scene we're gonna watch.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is going to be an interesting one, especially because all the runners we've got, we're all skilled. I'm personally hoping that the winner from all this comes from our stream, but even so, we got at least 8 people tracking, 8 people on comm, and just everybody else is we're all working together as a huge group to bring you all this fine entertainment.
That's it. The community effort behind it is that's just the best part, all these people volunteering their time so we can bring this fun to you.
I mean, heck, I've seen the community, work this much before, so it'll be fun.
Indeed. How are you feeling about this? Does everyone have to run the same party?
Everyone's got to run the same party. Thief, Black Mage, Fighter, Red Mage. I've said before, I'll say it again. That Red Mage ain't hitting the ground from the party, because that's their white magic. That is their white magic until promotion.
Yep. Unfortunately, no black belt, but at least you do get the run with, got to take one or the other. I'm going to go black belt just because then I don't have to necessarily go for a grind on finding equipment, but you got a fighter anyway, so.
Basically, the old punch kick. That was literally the first metagame. Grind that black belt to 32 and punch chaos.
That is it. Just punch him to smithereens.
Hey, my comment is with any RPG, a problem can always be solved just by banging your head against the wall and getting enough levels to do it.
That's it. In RPGs, you can punch anything, and birds are always evil.
Very, very true. That and dinosaurs. Then again, I run action RPGs like Smash. Yoshi is murder for us.
Yoshi. Good old Yoshi. Pretty much lives to serve for people to have Fs in chat nowadays. It's funny how that is, actually, Back in the day, Yoshi was your guy, and now, in our adulthood, doesn't stand.
I mean, tonight's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be insane. I mean, it's gonna be epic!
I'm used to just commentating, side by side, 2 people going at it for the Swiss rounds, but 4 people on one screen, let alone 3 other streams going at the same time.
I mean, it's not as bad as it seems. You just keep your eyes moving and just, hope chat actually notices some of the stuff that we miss and keep, an eye to the Discord to pass along info.
That's it. And with 4 screens, there's always going to be. Should always happen.
Yeah, there's always going to be something going on. There's always going to be something going on. Always something new to see. And, well, always something, we're gonna see a lot of the enemy skill list with this. We're gonna see a lot of things coming out early on. Don't know however it's pronounced. The first city is going to be the first city. I believe that one is always the same, but don't quote me.
I will not quote you.
At least you don't need to quote me on that one. You're welcome to quote me on other stuff, but still, I'll probably do the same.
Good stuff. By the way, just want to give a shout out. Today we are being hosted on Randomania, I do believe. So just want to give a general shout out to our partners. It's always good when people can donate their channels so that y'all can get the good FFR on your screens.
And not just that, but also fun entertainment, and just especially with everything going on, we all need some good entertainment.
That is it, mate. Hope everyone out there as well is safe. Just in respect to what's going on, no matter where you are in the world.
Very, very, very true. So, what are you hoping to see early on for the level 1 spells? Anything super troll, or?
I mean, I'm one of those people. You got a red mage, so it's like level 1 is not the best one. Where level 2 you get everything. But if I can get something, I kind of want to see life. I know nuke or fade is awesome, and you definitely need some AoE in the beginning. But if I can just have life, then I know for the rest of the seed I can gamble. I can be dangerous because unlike other seeds per se, you're going up against a bunch of different people. So you have to do something that others just will not, potentially.
I mean, the hardest part about level 1 spells for this is anything that is both a good, stack white magic and a good stack black magic means that red mage's spell charges are going to be tight. You're going to have to think about every decision. Like, if Nuke is level 1 and Life is level 1, you're going to have to decide, do I need this Nuke charge or I need this Life charge? If Cure 4 is level 1, you got to decide, am I going to heal or am I going to deal damage to the enemies?
Yeah, that is always a good point. I mean, especially in the beginning, once you hit around the mid-teens, your level 1 charges are so much that generally you don't have to run into that problem, but it's always the beginning grind. That's the hardest hump in my opinion. Once you get to mid-teens for all of your characters, you've got, maybe a ribbon or two, then you can start doing some work. But I do agree, when you've got something that's just sitting at the same exact charge, it hurts. In saying that though, if it's a white magic, you have the luxury of knowing that your red mage is the only white mage caster, and black mage can also pick up the new black magic if that happens.
I mean, you'll have the fighter once it becomes a knight early on. It's just, honestly, it's going to be tough for them in the early game. It is. This party is
Absolutely.
an interesting composition. It is. They're not going to be starved for choices to where to go. We might see a potential of power grind, early on, just because they need the actual levels, depending on what's, where things roll.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's just hope we don't see anything out the gate with ridiculous skills. You'd hate to see wolves with tornado or swirl or something like that. So
the old joke was imps with nuke, because you could not get any further.
Imps with nuke, or just like stone touch.
I mean, at least they're not playing with the old school unsafe pirates, where the pirates could have nuke.
Pirates with nuke.
Think about it. Required pirates. They have nuke. And back when they actually used to have a lot more variance with the stats, there's literally been a seed I can remember, one of the exhibition seeds from ages ago, where they actually had to implement the actual, basically mercy rule, because no one could get past something like that for over half an hour. And the thing is that they re-rolled the seed, But had one person been able to do it, that scene would have had to keep going. Because someone made it past the roadblock. Someone came close and died with like one pirate left.
That is ridiculous. Just 9 opportunities flash you with nuke. There's no. How do you get past that?
Simple. Hope the heck to have the turn order. I have seen like one of my races during this actual tournament. I literally had to deal with sorcerers with nuke. Literally. They were coming in packs of 6. It's like nuke. Oh, I survived. Nuke. It's like, yeah, there are crazy things you can see. I mean, I've seen rare Medusas with nuke. Those are even worse. It looks like Rolf.
Looks like we are indeed off.
Let's see, white magic. Fade. Fade.
And that is in a slot that we can learn in it, correct?
Yep, saber and fast. That'll be actually insanely good because the fast will give them, the increase of the increased damage alongside the saber, which they can throw on the Randomizer if they really want and plus cursed. I'm not sure. Excuse me on that one. Ooh, Opal 5. That's pretty good.
5 is good.
That's Ice 3 too. Now the Ice Armor plus 3. That's going to be early game armor, I think. On that one, the gold minus 3 is going to be a bit of a problem, but still, that Ice Armor plus 3. At bare minimum, I know the fighter can wear it. I believe the red mage can wear it, promotion upgrade on that one. And, ooh, we found Crescent Lake already.
That's interesting.
Let's see, level 6 spells. Oh, Cure 4.
Got it. Cure 4. Let's see what's in Black Magic, and we've got nuke. I hate to see it at level 6, but at least you know it's at a level where you'll get it 3 or 4 at the end of the game.
Yep, and let's see. Ooh, 305 gold from the sages. That's right, folks.
Right.
Ooh, Imps with Blizzard.
Imps with Blizzard, the first whammy.
Well, that and you also have, with every incentivized item shuffled into this, it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. Looks like Dwight's headed up towards Temple of Fiends. Let's see what today's league is. Temple of Fiends.
Oh, vanilla. Ice. So this is something that we can tackle already. We've got Ice 2. We've got Fade. So we should definitely be able to take care of Garland as long as these bones don't keep heal tooling, which they did not, thankfully.
Oh, and Pro Rings plus 2 in Crescent Lake. Pretty nice on that one. Oh, I find it hysterical. The bones are healing themselves. And they're undead.
LA just took a wipe to those Blizzard imps, unfortunately.
Ouch. Nothing been seeing at the shop so far. Ooh, Scourge with the zombies.
You can get away from Scourge, thank goodness. It's like a very low level AoE, but
low level fire, I believe, and apparently those zombies have something nasty as well. So let's see what Provoca is today. Ooh, Sea Shrine.
Sea Shrine. That's not what you wanted to see. You were not prepared to walk in the sea with these levels so far. But I mean, you got to see what's on the next level, of course.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And waters have lit too. Wow.
Oh, waters have lit too.
Waters have lit too. They can take out their own friends.
So Dwight's having a moment. J-Lo was probably writing down exactly where the chain is going. Just going straight for Garland.
Definitely. Although the princess will not be here, won't get the teleport, but let's see what's in Matoya. Ooh, Ice Cave.
Ice Cave.
I know Ice Cave, once you get to the whole section, will always be together, if I recall correctly, because of the drop-downs. But leading to Matoya in Matoya.
Matoya in Matoya with the
crown.
Nice.
Ice sword. Oh, the ice sword's gonna be huge. That ice sword's your actual. And I believe it's a blessed ice sword too.
It's blessed?
Yeah, I believe it's a +2 or 3.
Yeah, that was a +4.
Yeah, that's gonna be your actual weapon for ages.
Yeah, because the ice already is like in relation to it's a step below defense, right? Essentially.
It's below Sun. I know that much, but it is essentially what is argued as the worst endgame weapon you can use.
Yep.
Sun is the second worst, but you'll rock a nice sword if you really need it.
It can be done. Although with the power bonk, I mean, make a saber work, but let's hope we're not going for those.
I don't remember if they also have the spell items shuffled or not for tonight, but I'd have to look at the flag set on that one.
Got melee, fading out those imps. Any seafood party pack on Dwight's side.
Ooh, and apparently the seafloor led to Bahamut.
Oof.
Not much on that one, and as far as what we've got with the ship, we haven't seen Elfland yet, so probably Elfland will have progression, or Northwest Castle, or, dare I say it, Marsh.
Ooh.
Let's see,
And,
Dwight just got
Creams, Jazz, and J-Lo took wipes to those Blizzard imps.
and we found Volcano Floor.
Nice.
Elfland.
It had me a bit flustered as though it was purple, but they're all a bit wonky. So.
Yeah, they try to color code it a little bit for the runners to make it a bit easier, but even then, I'd still say it's hard to say. And I don't think a lot of our runners have save items yet because they were so expensive.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So far, we got a little bit of knowledge, but right now, at the beginning of this chain, things look somewhat brutal.
Ooh, Elf Castle is Elf Castle.
Nice, there's another one.
I mean, the seed gives him something nice. The seed gives him something nice.
And we know that there's a crown in Matoya, so.
Ooh, those sea snakes hitting for a lot.
Her imps on melee side. Out of way.
Type of thing where I would just straight off the back grind for enough gold to get some actual save items, and just go from there, because you're gonna want it.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Just because a point where you're so far in progression that you cannot afford to have to go all the way back.
Yep, and ooh, Northwest Castle is Titan's Trove. And ooh, we found it like on Jazz's side. And shoutouts to the bridge boss.
Chain 2, a tent, some money. Sneeze stakes.
Ooh, and we found Carrie.
Herb.
And a herb. Apparently Carrie Floor is at the dwarfs, so that is nice. And
Nice.
Melmond is the other side of Titan's Trove. So I guess if you want to avoid walking around, there is a shortcut. And with that herb, if Jazz Raptor can get that, I think they actually did manage to save, so that's a good thing. We got more money. More money.
And Agama's on melee's tile. Took a wipe.
Ooh, a katana -1. Not bad. It's sellable if they really need the money, but more money. Jazz was thinking about checking the one thing with the trap tile, but we found Marsh.
Puts us now in Marsh. They're getting a loose herb.
Ooh, and we found Sky too. Well, sorry. Mirage Tower 2 in Earth Cave. And apparently Marsh 2 connects to Marsh 3. The obligatory... Oh, wait, we got an herb turn in on melee side.
Herb turn in?
Money.
some money.
At bare minimum, the scorpions have cremates.
Ouch.
I think the smartest thing our runners need to do is just go get some money, go pick up some armor, immediately just run over to the Peninsula Tower and just, well, get a few houses, run over there, and just start grinding. This is the type of seed where you just need to grind up some to be able to survive.
Because once you've got some charges of fade on that red mage and you can swing a bit with that ice 4.
Ice 4, if I recall.
You've got J-Lo taking on Garland. Wouldn't be too difficult.
Not really. And I believe we also have...
And on melee side.
Ooh, where was it? The trap chest? Must have been the trap chest. So I believe we do have access to Sea Shrine now. Because I believe with the flags we got going on, Onrak should be available. Oh god, the seed might be telling him, go check Onrak. Gotta love it when my namesake tile is actually usable. Oh hey, I patched them enough to... Oh, and imps apparently have Blizzard. If I haven't noted that already.
Thankfully, J-Lo got away with one red mage.
Yep.
Nothing to save.
Very true.
For a run.
I mean, they're all taking great notes, and looks like Jazz is checking out the March Cave location. Let's see what we got. Ooh! Enters the sky. Not bad. I mean, it's got a grind tile you can at least check if you want to.
Gonna do some exploring. Ooh, eyes. Wish you had your red mage up for a few pass.
Very, very true.
We got J-Lo doing some shopping.
Wow, just looking over like some of the other, stuff, and man, they've found a lot already on the other channels.
What have they found so far?
Basically about the same of it. I say melee is basically tied with a lot of the wonders, or at least speed gaming.
Took them out pro ring too. Can definitely use that.
So out of all we've found with the crown, the herb, and the oxyale, progression's got to be towards Onrak. That's where the progression is. That, because they can't get into Mirage, Onrak's got to be the play. They've checked every location available. Ooh. Dwight actually remembering the red D chest to check. Hey, the top of Ice Cave.
Get rid of the shadows on Dwight's side. Let's see what the red D chest has for us today.
Well, let's see. A troll or bull?
Unrunnable.
Unrunnable, yes, but still worth a decent amount of EXP. Although greater than less than makes me want to see what's in there, because it's got a lot of things, plus the other way to get that one. And we got Pro Ring +2. Decent armor. Decent armor. And with where that's located, that's easily able to get out and save that. Because this earlier on, that Pro Ring's gonna help. It looks like Melee's checking out the top of ice. Oh, that is useful. Did you see where it led? Looks like Astor's only giving a cabin. While everybody just keeps wandering around, trying to figure out where they've been and where they haven't. Let's see. I mean, oh, Jazz Raptor found the God tile.
Exactly. So just with one fade, those eyes look paper enough. I mean, already both of those units are sitting at level 10, so that's a great tile to find.
Oh, you better believe it.
Already another 2 levels.
Double eye tile, if not, it's probably a 2 to 4 eye tile. If you're gonna get Marsh, you can load up on.
And they came prepared with houses. They can leave out of here with both of their.
Yes, with their fighter and the red mage. Yeah,
might go all the way to 24 too, man.
Yeah, those are the 2 that you want alive. Your healer and your fighter. It's like you can raise the other 2 if you need to, but you get experience on that one. You get your money, and they're already at 15.
Yeah, I think I might just sit and grind on at least level 24, so then I know, I can bring the black mage up if I find any more black magic. Otherwise, I'm just gonna bring up that thief. For a while.
Oh, definitely. I remember, back in the old days, the eye tile and the Ama tile. Those are your 2 tiles that you want to do. If you need the experience, it's like those are your 2 tiles to look for. And
this is the Irongol Championship. Don't forget the Irongol.
Oh, I won't. I will not.
Level 17, already looking excellent.
I mean, giving up early fade charges on that fighter, but with the way things have been, yeah, you just want the stuff. And ooh, looks like we're gonna see some new information on JLo's side. And Melee, they're both heading for Crescent. And today's Crescent is Zardia. Nice, free item.
Let's see what the old man has for us today.
$148.
Stingy old man.
It's basically a thanks for coming to see me, Sonny. Here you go. Thanks for delivering that food for me.
Sort of stimulating the economy while we're enjoying this coronavirus.
Yep. Which I recommend if you got a job, just remember to try to stimulate the economy a little bit, especially with those that are still working. It's always a good thing.
The public service announcement.
Well, hey, considering I work at a grocery store and have to be out about and all this stuff, I try to, pass the love on to those that are also still working to keep the economy going.
And we thank you sincerely from the front line so that, we can go and get our food, groceries, and everything that we need for our lives going, so.
Yep, and looks like Jazz is already at level 20. Yeah, 21 now.
That was quick.
2-man strats. It is
honestly, if I'm Jazz, I might stick with the two. I might bring the thief up just to run from battles that I don't want to have. Yeah, I might just roll with the 2-man strats in this.
Yeah, you got fast on that level 1. You got fade. Yeah,
What
I would
would
just.
you keep?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. I mean, you can do. I mean, I don't know if he's got saber or not on it, but that red mage can literally be your backup damage dealer if needed.
Yep.
Either way, I haven't kept an eye on the levels of everybody else, but looks like Melee's picking up some pro rings right now. It is already damned the thief. And for those that don't know, the reason why the dead character is usually called Dan is because of the vanilla game. That's usually, forget the actual party names that they generally use, but Dan is usually what was used for the one party member that just always dropped to the floor. So it's a meme. Because yes, even in the vanilla speedrun of this game, there's still memes.
Banning Dan.
Yep, and I agree with you. Jazz Raptors hit onto something that I'm pretty sure is going to help out in the long run.
Wow, White just got X-Scout 5. Insane.
Oh, where was that?
X-Scout 5.
Okay, that's your endgame weapon. Unless the Massa rolled higher than that, that's your endgame weapon. That's your endgame weapon. You promote that fighter.
That's it. X-Scout 5. Or 5.
Nice. Although low on levels to rack that together. I know Jazz, as soon as he sees that, it's just like, they're going to be ecstatic. They're already at level 25. They're taking the grind to the highest level and go.
You know what? It's not a bad strat. When you're getting 2-3 eyes at a time, you can get to level 32, and then if you ever find a tail, you know where Bahamut is anyway. So, I mean, I would do the exact same thing. You got charges for days, and once you start running into the other towns and you get level 2, hopefully you find life anywhere between level 5, really, you're set.
Not just that, but they also have easy opal helmets. Easy opal helms. They have a +3 ice armor. Like,
yep.
They have stuff for days on that one. And not only that, but they'll have money.
Oh, yeah.
Jazz Raptor, I clearly hate to say it, but I think they're in the lead. Clearly, right now, for where we are this early, they're in the lead for this group of runners.
Definitely for this stream. I mean, it looks that way because the also interesting thing is, from my understanding, Jazz Raptor has just as much knowledge as everyone else does. But where everyone is kind of piecemealing what they're doing, Jazz has stayed committed to actually doing this. And what's going to allow, and Jazz, by that virtue, he's going to be able to just go through things wreck. That carry floor, he can just take out carry.
I'd equip that ice sword up, go back, house up, save, and immediately go in and just wreck carry. I mean, 22 minutes in, have your first sword. You're putting a statement out. You're just basically putting a statement out to like the rest of the party. The rest of everybody's like, yeah. It's like I've already got my first sword. Where are you all at? That's literally putting out a statement.
I like the play that Jazz is doing. Essentially burning off all their houses because they still got cabins. It makes sense, if you know this is all the grinding you're gonna do, you can legitimately just do the 2-man strat. You don't even have to bring up that thief if you don't want to.
Oh, definitely.
So the question is, when are we going to start to see some variants? Dwight has his crown from Latoya. LA is still exploring. I believe they're going to come up on that loose Oxiel pretty soon. I believe this chest. Yep.
Oh, and I might add, over on Speed Gaming, apparently Thundercloud has lit their first orb.
Oh, wow.
I don't see the levels, but they're still rather low, so I'm assuming they got... Well, it's hard to tell, but they probably did grind a bit for that one. And ooh, I'll keep that one quiet.
Flexing is real.
Flexing is definitely real.
So Jazz finally exiting out of that of the eye tiles. LA finishing up this chain.
And looks like if Jazz hurries, are they going into the... they're probably going to go back and save first.
You hope they save all those levels.
Oh yeah, definitely. You do not want to lose that.
Oh, come on, Papa Cabin, please. White going back, picking up some more magic. Yeah, they are loaded.
Yeah, this is when you just buy your armor now. You buy that ice armor, you buy that, you know, like, literally, that ice armor alone, that gold -3, it's just like, you're loaded. Also, J-Lo just picking up their Oxyale. And I think I missed it, and I missed Melee getting theirs as well.
Taking out some Kaizukos on Dwight's side. As probably doing the rounds. Moving up. Maybe we'll see that thief come back to life. I doubt it.
I doubt it as well. Longsword, wooden, scimitar, not that much going on there, but we'll definitely be picking up some levels spells here. You got enough for that one.
Absolutely.
Picking up some... Duke can't be learned yet. But you pick... God. Cure 4, though, blocks 2. I think they get access to it with promotion, but I'm not positive.
I believe they get the first slot. If promotion.
Oh! Look what Dwight just found! The Bridge of Destiny!
Oh, wow. Bridge of Destiny. I would be terrified from Dwight.
Oh, definitely. Looks like trying to at least see how many steps they're getting and what's the first encounter on that one. I missed when they started ground levels. Although looking to be where they are, they did at least do a bit of running, so I'm assuming it's going to be close enough to where they can actually, you know, try to grind on that one. And getting a few levels on that one at level 12. Ooh, apparently that's Onrak. So we know where 2 of our fiends are.
Nice.
And looks like Melee's finally getting a chance to go check that, you know, greater than less than chamber if they're lucky. Which has got a lot of options to it. So I don't blame him for checking that one. Mix it in.
Nice. On the greater than less than, as you said.
Let's see. Oh, that's huge.
That's what you want to see.
And the bridge. I don't know if or not they have the EXP bonuses on that one, but damn, just do
another
that
XCal 5?
XCal -5 though, and the bottle though.
Wow, 3 items greater than less than. Keep that.
Yeah. XCal -5 though, not the best. I think present the Ice Sword might be better, but it's still tempting on that one. Apparently also finding an Opal 3 on that one, so that's good. J-Lo picking up their Oxyale again.
So when Melee makes it out, they will be able to get their floater, which is awesome, and that's going to open up a ton of possibilities.
I don't know if they have access to the desert yet. I think.
Oh yeah, they have a canoe.
Yep.
J-Lo finishing up this chain.
Jazz finally getting his crown. I think lost it a while back, but still picking up their ice sword. They're definitely equipping that one right now.
There we go.
You got a weapon now that you can swing for days.
Time to do work.
Yep. You fight and run. Let's see. Yeah, was that 5 hits for 400 and some damage? Yeah, that frost guy did not stand a chance.
Oh, so if I'm Jazz, I'm definitely gonna try to light an orb.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Gets out of dodge. Has enough cabbage to save off that one.
Halo's in a pretty nasty encounter right now. Let's hope they get out. Scorpions with Rub. Snakes with Scorch. Oh, teammate.
And confirmed by the trackers that, yes, that was -5 for the X-Cow. And ooh, apparently this is extended open, so they did have access to the actual. Oh God, Okay, Jazz Raptor needs to go find that floater, and immediately go to Ice Cave.
Yep.
You saw what the princess gave him, right?
Up the tail. That's just gonna. If they can get that, they have a possibility to be able to just get through the rest of this. You know what I mean? Just straight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Go, go, go. I mean, at this point, just go buy 99 heal potions. You don't even, you know what I mean? Really decent.
Definitely. And looks like Melee is the first of our runners to promote.
This treasure box is empty. Melee finally hitting level 10.
It's pretty interesting to see what has been found throughout the entirety of this stuff. See fast on that fighter. Can't wait to see how much they hit for. 10 hits to 40 something. Fade.
110. Alright, so carries also has stun touch. 10 hits, 558. Got an orb blip on this stream at 33 minutes by Jazz Raptor.
And it looks like J-Lo is going to be shortly following them. Hopefully.
Now, Carrie looked like they've had at least over 600-700 HP, so yeah, hopefully to do it. But right now they're sitting on a red mage and a black mage. This is getting
also, looks like Melee took a wipe somewhere. Has had to go re-promote.
Yep.
Ooh, that carry hitting for a lot.
5.
And J-Lo taking a wipe, sadly.
It's but it's not the worst. You know exactly where Carrie is.
Oh, very true.
At this point, knowing that, and plus seeing where everything is kind of letting me, if I'm J-Lo, although I don't know where the eye tile is, I need to go grind.
Definitely.
Because we still haven't seen anything other than level 6 magic.
We've seen level 6 and level 1.
Yep. Melee checking the cardio aisles. Let's see what we find here. Maybe Provoker.
Ordeals?
Not bad. It's got another exit, so you know, hey, see where the chain leads you.
I think Ordeals is mapped together.
Okay.
That's because of the teleport maze.
That would be ridiculous if you had to, if you shuffled in the teleport maze.
Oh, definitely. I'm pretty sure someone will do that at some point, if it's possible.
As J-Lo contemplating their next move. They might, if they would have actually gone down there, they would have found my tile.
Ouch.
They noped out of it. That's something I'll definitely take note of for the interviews later.
I mean, that's one of the things. You don't have the cube, so you can't really check it. So you'd only be checking for that one tile. But some people don't think of it, you know, that way. But, ooh, look where Jazz Raptor is. And look what he just got.
He's got that floater, so hopefully that's going to lead him to go to ice and then break this thing open. While Melee has just finished the maze, so we'll hopefully see something good here in Ordeals.
Not just that, but I think that also then gives it to
Cube.
level 4. Yep, there's the X-Cal, -5. Not the best, but it's better than nothing.
Indeed. Back all 5. And what's in here today? A tent.
As crazy as this seed has been so far, you know, it's been going crazy. Saw this one coming for a while.
Yeah, but this one's in the seed.
We found Waterfall.
Not gonna lie, this would have been the God seed for a black belt.
Oh, you better believe it! That would have been the God seed for a black belt. Grind to 50 and just one punch man. Just grind to 50. You're one punch man. You don't care.
Not done's at 48 minutes.
Oh, and Melee finding the other part to first floor of Mirage.
Nice. So we're gonna get some more chests and checks. Hopefully Sky with the immense value. Already 3 chests out of greater than less than, so.
Yep. Not much so far. A foul on minus, you know, something I forget what it is, maybe a 2, so it's not really as good. Did I just see Azraptor hit 32?
I did not recall. I did not actually check. We will know for certain. So hit the menu.
Even without the charges for that fighter, you're gonna have stuff on that red mage. Yep. And the nicest thing is that honestly, they can pick through a lot of the other stuff. Let's see.
Runnable Sawyers.
And runnables, yeah. But using a nice 2 charge, I don't know. Let's see, swinging 5 hits, 337. Yeah, they're going down. Just with that one. Fate should clear the board. New Melee finding one of these sea shrine floors.
Is it waters or airs that had something that?
But Dwight just finding their bridge floater. Yes, ooh, Rapier 5. Not bad, not good.
Something similar.
Ooh, the robot having the actual bombs. Ooh, Melee finding one of the. Oh god!
Osmune 5.
Oh god! The
Wow.
best possible thing in the game.
Osmune 5. Done. Whoa, once Jazz.
Yeah. We want a katana -1 again. Just. Yeah, that's just you go. You got all that stuff. It's just like Jazz finds tail. I hate to say it, but level lead definitely goes to that one in 33. 33 on that red mage alone.
If there ever was and this was it.
Yeah, this was the God Siege for a black belt. I 100% agree with you. God Siege for the black belt. Although Jazz has got a reference that level lead, into something huge on that one.
Well, Melee getting some good knowledge, and I mean, you can just go ahead, use that Monster 5 and do work. If that doesn't incentivize you to go and try to grind up, if you're Melee, I don't know what will.
Oh, definitely. Still no ribbons, though, so that will be something that they will want to look for. And
very true.
They just need to find the fiends because they know where Topher is. They'll just need
very true.
The loot and the key. That's the go mode for today.
Now, you don't have any ribbons, and of course, like, that's a necessity, but one could argue with the Masa 5 with upper levels and get off of fast, Cold Aid and Prey could work within 4 turns.
Hey, that was the ammo for the black belt strats. Grind up, just hold A. You could throw on a ribbon if you needed to, but yeah. And with the amount of damage that Jazz is putting out, he can walk and grind right now.
Oh yeah.
And Blink and we missed it, and we missed it. And looks like Dwight's in the errand. Ooh, yeah, Ruby.
Nice. So Melee finding the Ruby.
But also finding the Waterbowl, with Sea Hag, Red Sea Hag fight. We still haven't seen Binky either.
We haven't. I was hoping that we would find Provoker soon, because that level 2 magic is always the one you're looking for. You don't have any restrictions on any slots. Just if it's there, you got it.
True. Very true. I'm betting all of our runners are hoping for at least Life 2.
Yep. I mean, Cure 4 sitting at level 6, so if I can find a Life 2 pretty much here between even at level 5, I'm happy. I know I'm gonna have enough slots.
And Melee finding Earth Lore 2. Wait, is NPC Guillotine on? So I think I just saw.
That bat just went.
Yeah, that's gonna make it more fun. I think if NPC Guillotine is on, I think they might have the actual preventions on that one, so they can't guillotine through certain things. But Dwight just checking the volcano. Finding Ordinary Castle. We'll be picking up their tail.
Yep.
Although I don't think they've rescued yet, so they didn't get that.
They love getting their crown. So does everyone have access? Does everyone have floater at the moment?
Let's see.
Right.
J-Lo does not.
So, just would you like to give us a quick little recap? We're going around maybe 3-5 minutes in.
I'd like to, but it is very complex tonight. So, long and short of it. They found Fate at level 1. Gonaria was the same. Topher, Temple Fiends was the same. And they found Floater and Greater Than Less Than. Jazz found a great eye tile early on, just grinded to infinity. Everybody else had a lot of deaths, and well, we're going from there.
Good stuff. And that's pretty much how the seed has been, y'all, in case you're just turning. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least.
Very true. Very, very true. Oh, God.
Ooh. Melee at the TNT.
Whoops. I did not see on that one.
No, Melee, the only one who has the TNT. Jazz.
Yeah. But Dwarf after Sky, and ooh, Jazz finding this act.
Definitely run this.
Yeah, he can.
We got the equipment. You can go ahead and bang this out. And if you catch catch any robot chickens, game over.
Yeah, you just slash at that and just go for it.
LA's on the sky floor. Your axe. Not the best, but it's something.
Oddly enough, if Jazz can get through this, I think they might be the first person to light the second orb.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted a clinic on the two-man people, this is it for sure. I mean, you've got random everything, including towns. You find the one god tile, say, you know what? I've got 5 houses. I'm not leaving here till all these houses are burned, and whatever levels come with them.
Definitely.
You can walk into Tia, the Bridge of Destiny, with 2 people, knowing, oh, that thing is dead.
Yeah, though not dealing a lot of damage off of that one. Let's see, Fade, 95 damage. Fade again, after already fasting up that fighter. Fade 172, swings on that one. 3 hits, and lots of absorb.
Or wish we had lock right now. Blaze coming out.
Oh,
but we
definitely.
Another
4 hits,
swing.
137, at least get a crit.
Hey, and pray.
Yep, this is hold A and pray. 4 hits, 146. Fade again, 120.
Hearing
And
1,000
crits out. 128
one.
damage.
Ooh, 4 hits, 5 damage.
Rolled a decent amount of stuff on that one. And ooh, apparently while we were calling that one, Melee found Melmond.
So we've got, well, there goes Lock, level 5.
And lit 3.
Not bad at all.
Not bad indeed.
A melee for buying Lock. Lock is one of those spells that up until, you know, this is when you need it. You feel like you never do till you run into something like this.
Oh, definitely. I remember back when they fixed Locket. Wow. Procate +4. In Melmond, of all places.
Down to the night, holding A and pray, hoping we catch a crit.
Yep. Damn it, real fast, though.
Not good. Alright, Ink in a card. We had a lamp. Tia definitely rolling
Oh, God. No. Keep holding A. Keep holding A. And Tia2 is down. Sorry, Tia2 is down.
GG's. Jazz Raptors just got a second orb lit. We've also got Provoco on melee screen. And we've got Warp and Bane. Fire 2. I believe we saw 3 for White Magic.
I did not catch it. Even so, well, we'll soon see what Pinky's got.
So Jazz is sitting with the 2 orb lead. Everyone else is kind of, figuring out information. Melee's definitely got an information lead in that they know where the chain of progression is starting to lead. The Jazz Raptor, of course, has got that 2-orb lead, of course, with levels as well. So it's really going to come down to if Melee decides to grind, they've got that Moss of 5 as well.
Oh, and there's that price on that crystal? Ooh, and apparently Provoca is the other side of the Titan's Trove. And of course, Jazz reviving that other character, definitely worth it. While JLo finally cashing in that crown. Finally going to fight Garland. This will be a one-hit wonder. Looks like Melee is going over to fight Carrie now. And you miss it. I did not see if Melee actually managed to take down Carrie or not. But according to the trackers, yep. Finally picking up Fade on that fighter. Definitely worth doing that one. Saber for that thief. And of course Fast. I mean, looks like JLo's finally going to pick up their floater. It is certainly an interesting one here tonight. Ouch. It happens. Though, to give a rundown of on some of the other races, apparently Jazz Raptor and Thunder are the only two that have 2 orbs. And his second orb is Kraken. Yep.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can.
Awesome. Sorry, y'all. I just had a power outage.
Sit back up or just trying to make do with the phone.
Yeah, just trying to make do with the phone. I mean, I can still catch streams, so I'll be still continue.
Yep, Jazz is picking up their X count -5. And as I was just pointing out, Jazz is one of the only few people that have gotten 2 orbs.
While I was out, anything
Melee got their first orblet, nothing but major. Let's see. Apparently, Melee found the Irongols. And looks like Dwight's going to go get their first orb. Jazz definitely leveraging that level advantage on that one. He was hoping that it helps out. Let's see, carry 100 set, like 4 hits, 200 change damage. Fast on that ninja, on that fighter, Fade comes out 159. On Dwight's side, after the swing, fast on ninja, on the fighter, gets stunned. Fade on carry, 174 damage. Going for Fade again, going for Ice 2. Swing paralyzed on that one. Ice 2 comes out for 24 damage. It's down to that Black Mage, 7 hits and change on that one, and decides to reset. Looks like JLo's finally picking up their floater. Oh, picking up their airship. And with that, JLo finally finding Cornelia Castle will pick up their tail and their 88 gold from the king. Yeah, the king being really generous for rescuing his daughter today. And White's got their first orb lit as well at the 56-minute mark. Jazz Raptor finally going into the air. Yep, 56 minutes, 17 seconds. Finally, Jazz Raptor gets into the air. Starting with Zardia. Finds Melmond. We'll be able to pick up some good spells here.
Looks like I am back for as long as
Yeah, it'll have to work. The best we can do. JLo having the tail is finally going to promote. As I was saying earlier, unless things have changed, and I haven't had a chance to quickly check the other streams, Jazz is one of the only few that actually has 2 orbs lit.
Oh wow.
And Thunder's the only other one that I saw, and his orb was carried. That was his second orb.
Nice.
Crocate plus 4.
Those Crocate plus 4 are gonna do work.
Oh, you bet those things are gonna do work.
So we got JLo. I believe they might be making their way to the carry floor. And we've got Jazz Raptor finding Provoker. So they're gonna clean up Vicky, maybe grab some of that heal 3.
Oh, also, Invis is 2 apparently at level 7 because Melee found Gaia.
Yeah, hate to see it at level such a high level like that. Especially since you don't have a white shirt at the moment, but...
Oh, and level 8 Fire 3, I think, on that one. Not good, not bad, but...
yeah. We still haven't seen Elflin, have we?
No, we have not. I don't know about the other streams, but let's see what that fairy gives us today. Yeah, 305 gold. Not a lot. Oh, definitely picking up that heal 3. And as soon as they get the tail, they'll at least be able to get a handful of charges. Binky's going down in a single shot of Fade.
Absolutely. Just a Fade and they're done.
Yep. And looks like JLo just found Melmond as well.
Nice too, honestly.
Oh, gotta love that. Melee taking down a Taiwo with a single hit.
Nice. One bite of the steak and it's done.
Yep.
Buy yourself a crystal, Jazz.
Yep.
Melee and an unrunnable Hydra and Ochos. Oh, Zozo Melbon's on. I didn't know that.
Gotta love Zozo Melmon.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen Zozo Melmon legitimately actually be a grind before.
Me too. I've seen people going to Zozo Melbon, just slipping and get hit with a tornado wraiths. Done.
As far as overall orbs go, looks like Thunder's got, in the lead with 3. Raptor and Mendamaids are tied at 2. So basically, right now, those are your 3 to look at as far as just the most with the lead and orbs go.
Is Melee taking it somewhere new? Just like Earth.
Earth Cave, I didn't see. There's the second part of Earth. I don't think anybody has found Lich 1 yet, so that's going to be the thing for whoever finds Lich 1. I think the key has been found, but I have no clue where on one of the other streams. Oh, scratch that. Dwight just found the key on our stream.
Where was the key?
Vampire floor.
Wow. Not vampire chest.
Nope. The floor, though. The chest before the vampire. Oh, God. Melee just found Lich.
And Melee coming up against Lich.
Oh, that's huge for Melee. 10
Yep.
hits, a crap ton of damage. That level advantage from Jazz is, well, it's fading fast.
It is, because the information that Melee has is starting to get to the point where they can piece the entire puzzle together. Where Jazz is still Jazz honestly still needs to promote. And I mean, it's not a necessity, but they don't have Massa 5 like Melee does as well. So
I mean, if they find it, it's going to be insane. Oh.
Where was Massa 5 again?
By where they are.
Ooh, yes. Excellent.
I believe they're by where the Massa 5 was. That actually will matter. Because they still need to find the key, and the loot.
Yep.
Let's see, Melee, where are you going from Sky 3? That's leading into Volcano. 3, I believe. No, 4. Is it 4? The floor before the Agamas and... Ooh, is that a Cure Hammer?
Yeah, it was a Cure Hammer.
Yeah, it's healing.
Exactly. I mean, it's healing.
It's a free, it's basically a free heal pot. Not bad,
Exactly.
not good, but it's just like, if you need a free heal pot, it's worth it. Ooh, Gonna Medusa is unrunnable. One goes down a single swing, and then the other 2 go down to fade. Finding dwarves. Actually, I didn't think Master was here, but still, we'll finally be able to turn that TNT.
Which is good.
Yes, it is.
The Ray Dwarf. Oh. Guillotine them.
F in the chat for the Hoei drawer. F in the chat for the Hoei drawer. Progate 4.
If only you had the key.
If only.
Melee looks committed to the 4-man.
Definitely.
I think this late in the seed, I mean, granted, we saw, the eye tile, so maybe that's giving me some prejudice in this, but this late in the seed, there's no value for my black mage or my thief to be up, in my opinion.
Oh,
Even with access to
definitely.
fire, too.
I mean, in this case, with melee, if he finds a good tile, if he finds that eye tile, this is when you just go fighter, ninja, go for it.
Yep.
Let's see. Jazz finding, Wait, was that Vorpal?
It was Vorpal, but I don't know if that had a minus on it.
I do not know. Jazz finding the ruby. This is gonna be good.
Yep.
Ooh, and we found the entrance to the sea floor. Sorry, the sea shrine.
Alright.
And Dwight's making good use of that key to check the freebies. We found the marsh split. Nice thing about the NPC guillotine is you can straight off the back just get rid of those bats so you can just keep it going.
That's it.
And on the upper floor, well, we'll know in a minute. Ooh, Sky 3 found on Melee's side.
Nice, that's a bunch of chests.
Yes, it is. And ooh, we found the rest of Ice Cave. Oh god. The rod is key locked. The rod is key locked.
Wow. That's interesting. And Dwight's the only one with the key at the moment, right?
Correct. At least on our stream. But, the other thing is what else will be needed? We don't know if that rod will be needed or not. But, because essentially we know where well, we don't know where Carrie is, at least on this one. We know it's been found overall. Also, JLo finally picking up their key. And, Melee, apparently taking out Litz has also gotten their second word Litz.
Yeah, that's a good point, because we already had access to Lich. So we don't know if Rod is blocking anything yet. We still need loot. So.
Yep, we still need the loot. I think a lot of the runners are starting to piece together the seeds far.
I didn't know that Melee found an Ice 2 shirt.
Either way, it's a good shirt. It's either the white shirt or the black shirt, I think, if it's a shirt on that one. Time -1, more money, 55 gold,
loot.
Lele.
Okay, so we're in no mode.
Yes, we are.
We're definitely in no mode, right?
Yes, we know where the key, we know where the loot is, we know where Temple of Fiends are, we know where 3 of the 4 Fiends are on our stream. All 4 have been found across the race itself, so we are in essentially no mode.
We just need to find Kraken. Oh yeah, you're right. We just need to find where Kraken is. But we got the loot.
Yep.
Alright, so Jazz has got their 3rd orb lit.
is tied with Thunder Cloud for having the most orbs lit overall. Because it's always good to know where everybody else in such a large race is, you know, holding up for that one. Sorry, folks, on that one, but gotta at least give some information considering how crazy this one is. I won't say where stuff are, but I will give periodic, like, this is what's going on. And with JLo having that key, he's going to check other places as well. Jazz still not checking Corneria Castle yet to get their rewards, but even so. And with that, Dwight is actually going to be able to check the next, you know, intersection here, which is one of the Bahamut caves. 88 gold, come on, 88 gold. Ah! We tested 88 gold and one of a lot more. More money, I think. Anyway, Jazz goes through stuff there. Apparently the ride will not be needed today. Nothing helpful there. Ooh, a fall? -3 hammer. Not bad. This is getting to be interesting. Definitely getting interesting on that one. So there's more money there, going up. Finding a... Oh, okay. Okay, Jazz, you just found it. Yeah. Go find promotion and go kick the crap out of the seed. That's all I have to say. Go kick the crap out of the seed. Oh, this is epic. All Jazz needs to find is the key and the loot and carry. Now then, as soon as Jazz finds carry, key, and loot, they'll be in go mode. Well, official go mode on that one. Especially with what they're wielding right now, this is more of a. As soon as you find that, it's like, yeah, I'm hoping for a very, very, very bad Topher. Apart from needing a ribbon if they want it, but missing much damage on Sky 2 on melee side, but let's see, money. Can't see right now. Dwight definitely taking down that stake. Let's see here. Go down to the lower part of Mars, find Sky 2. Checking for stuff here. Also, high five for both Melee and for Jazz being on the same floor. They're both looting the same areas. Also, Dwight checking out Gaia. Quad X and normal ice at level 7. While JLo is checking out the armory. Catcall minus whatever. Either way, right now it's garbage. As I said, JLo checking out the armory. I believe found one item that is a blind gauntlet of 2. Oh, there's either the Zeus gauntlet or the power bonk. Jazz making insane work of those rock galls. Melee in the volcano sections. Dwight fighting Onrak. Did not get a chance to see where that was, but level 7. Fog and a fire. Afer. Zap and slow too. Apparently, Gaia was on rack, so that's a good thing. And let's see, the Oxio leads to the volcano treasury floor, which leads to C, which Jazz in the maze floor. So let's see where that leads down that rabbit hole. Ooh, lobster's unrunnable. Guess they really want you to eat. Guess they really want to get eaten tonight. Looks like Jazz forgetting the maze at present. It happens to us all on that one. JLo getting through there to find the mermaids. So lots of free items right now. Ice shield -2 for JLo. Going in to see one of the ladies. Going to see one of the others. Picking up some more money from them. Some more money. The adamant. Now that's actually useful. And I mean that nicely. Adamant on JLo's side with the mermaids. Pure potion, 55 gold. Oh, we had Warmech being patrolling tonight. Ah, so that's what he was looking for. swinging on that one, and tornado coming out, missing, fast coming up. Ormek's got some evade tonight. Opting for a swing. 3 hits, saves damage. So, darn. That Warmek is beefy and swinging for a lot. Oh god, Warmek's got fast. Warmek has fast! Oh. Jazz? That was not a smart idea. That was not a good idea. Warmek is beefy and ooh, the chime on Melee's side. Oh, that is beautiful. If you can't have the power bonk, you can at least have fast on an item. Jazz, are you grinding again? I think Jazz is grinding again. Warmek being that strong, I don't blame ya. At level 40, probably going to 42 to finish off the thing. $41. $42. On Jazz's Hulk, I missed what was at the chime blocked location on that one. So let's see here. JLo finding ordeals. I think Jazz is just going to 50. I mean, with that mouse, with the equipment you got, I don't blame him for that one. Melee feeding the Titan, so let's see what the Titan give us. Just a cabin, that's a gold, pure potion, and fast 5. It's a weapon on that one at the very least, so not sure on that one. Which it would be. Definitely picking up more experience on that. Swing. Swing? So that one stopping by Anrak. Or not Anrak. Picking up heal 3 on that fighter, I believe. Oh, knight. For melee. And with that, Jazz Raptor has hit the highest level in the game. While Melee has actually found Lefane. Let's see what we get today. Only some money. Still no Elfland, although with this max levels, in this case, I'd recommend Jazz just don't go for the fans, just go for the actual game. You're at max level. You're at max level. With a maxed out two-man party, I think you're good. And I actually wanted revenge on that war mech. I can understand that one. Dodges, fast on that one, still swinging for a lot of damage. Fast on the war mech, only 106 damage, trade for a bunch. Heal 3 at the party, healing up. Tornado comes out from Warmech. Swing, 2 hits, 400 change damage. Heal 3 coming out again from that red mage. Swing again, 4 hits and change. Yeah, that Warmech rolled beefy today. Doing it for the fans. Ink comes out from that. Mech swing, 100 change damage. So fire 3 comes out. Little bit of damage, but not much. 3 hits, 3 crits on that one, and what? Yeah, ouch. Warmech rolled beefy, and looks like Melee finally found that eye tile. I think. Only taken one eye, but for the fans, Jazz Raptor takes down Warmech. Gotta admire the determination to give, you know, the fans what they want. Finding Volcano 4, I think, on that one. Anyway. And finding the other floor on that one. While Melee is going through the Agama floor. Picking up their Oxyale. On Jailer's side. Finding Earth 1. And Melee is now into Mosh. Still no sign of Kraken. He's still on our side. Oh, that is huge for JLo. That is huge for JLo. Just finding a ribbon. Hey. He grinded to 50. He wanted to take out Warmech. He grinded to 50. Oh, and by the way, the canoe is going to be required. I just saw what leads to Kraken while checking Speed Gaming. I won't say where it is, except the canoe is going to be required. Definitely. The canoe is going to be required on that one to get to where they need to go. There is one runner in Topher. And I know what the final boss is. I'm not spoiling that for everybody in chat. Let's watch this later. I'm not going to. Watch the VODs of the other races. I mean, it's crazy to see some of the stuff that's going on that one. And it looks like JLo's finally getting into their Lich fight. Should be fast, easy. Let's see, fade for 240. 2 hits on 40 on that one. 6 hits in a bunch. 4 hits, 61 damage. There's a couple of them being crits. Fade's coming out. Fade and fast for the 2 melees. Well, 2 wizards. 6 hits, 170 something. It's hitting poison, knocking out that thief. Barely keeping that black mage alive. Swinging, opting for heal 3. And let's see, fire 2 swings for 6 hits, 212 damage. Red mage survives. Let's see, fire 2 coming out for 100 damage. Nothing to swing with the fighter. The knight. 5 hits, 140 some damage, and JLo has their first orb lit. And White just picked up their cube. The reasoning behind that is purely so to save time on text. You don't have to menu it. They're already there. You just only have to deal with 2 people. Oh hey, it's one of those things. It does make sense. It's smart on that one, and apparently all the enemies on that trap tile just decided to run. Oh wait, it's a Grimp. A single Grimp. And melee finding the Mermaid's Floor will pick up their Adamant. It looks like Dwight's gonna find one of the best grind tiles in the game. Also, Slab pickup for Jazz Raptor. And the Chime.
Ah.
What's really amusing is those eyes rolled insanely low. The Ruby pickup for JLo. When did Jazz pick up their loot?
Oh, it was a little while ago. I think you were focused on JLo at the time.
Ah. So only the key and the canoe needed. Wait, unless I'm trying to remember where Extended Open Progression added extra docks to. I know Rubicon Desert, but I forget where else. Just needs their key left. Yep, got the rupee, got everything else like that. Looks like White finding that eye tile, might actually opt to grind a little bit. Yep, looks like they're opting to grind.
Oh, and Melee found the canoe, so that's
Where?
good.
Ooh, volcano.
Yes. Volcano. Okay, so really, does all that Jazz need right now is to get the canoe
And the key.
and the key? Okay.
As I believe that they did fix it so that way the NPC guillotine does not delete the blocks for can't speak right now. The rod and the loot block on that one, although they still need the key to get past there. I mean, at present, I definitely say that Jazz literally has a huge advantage out of the 4 streamed runners here.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be way in the lead, though I feel like Melee, I don't know, I mean, they just need the key. They already have the canoe, but they do have to have 2 orbs.
Yes, although Tiamat he's one of his way to Tiamat right now, so if he makes it through, that will be his 3rd orb. With tying Jazz with only needs the actual with only needing to find the key, which we do know where that is. Duke coming out from melee, swinging for 5 hits and a bunch. Fade, 126 damage. Didn't see that one. Nuke. Now, miss on that one. Fade coming out for the red mage. 113 damage. Swing for the knight. Misses. Tia casting dark. Nuke coming out for 230. Swing, 180.
There he goes.
I mean, it's amusing as anything why they actually need the canoe.
Because why not?
Oh, and looks like Melee found Elfland
Oh.
with exit at level 4. Decent on that one. And for Black Magic, we've got Temper and Lock 2 too. But here's the irony. They need the canoe to cross one tile.
Really? That's it?
Really, one tile.
Oh my word. And how far away is Melee from that?
Also, we found the finish, but nah. Let's just put it this way: exactly one tile.
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you a hint. It only needs to be one tile.
I might have an idea. Oh my gosh, really?
One tile. Exactly one tile.
That is hilarious. I mean, I know we expected some kind of silliness, but wow.
Exactly one tile.
Oh. Now, I mean, as a player, like when you get to that moment.
If you're about to see Melee actually cross that one tile.
Where you
Yes.
just stop and go, really?
Yes, yes,
Really?
it's exactly one tile.
Oh my word.
Exactly one tile. Why do you think I actually got them to name the one tile that I got them to actually remove to allow for progression to Elfland after me?
Oh.
I mean, I managed to clean it up before they finally did it, but it's just like I may not have coded it, but they but it's that exact one tile. Those are the things that matter so much.
Hilarious. It like with surviving a battle, you only need one, and I guess in this case you'll only need the canoe for one tile, but if you don't have it, well...
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
As I said, exactly one tile. And with that one tile, Melee takes the lead for this stream.
Wow. Now I have to wonder if Melee or Jazz has a plan. Oh, Jazz just picked up Oxyale. But I have to wonder if they have a plan on, like a solid plan on where they're going next, if they kind of have ideas.
Let's just put it this way. As far as the level lead goes, I think Jazz still has the level lead. But yeah, it's gonna come down to the canoe and the key. While Melee lights their 4th orb. Still needing the key though.
As our awesome tracker Yoshi pointed out, key will be key. And Sunny chiming in, can you believe it? You got me in my heart. You got me right in my heart there.
Can you also believe it no one's finished yet?
Maybe a little. I don't know, I was worried. I was talking with Darkmoon about this. It's just like, this could either be a really fast stream or a really long one.
I mean, I've seen what the final boss is. Let's just put it this way. It's one of those that... I saw our, person that was in the lead, go in, the final part of the Topher dive, get the chaos. There's a reason they haven't finished.
Oh dear. Oh, Jazz picked up Axio.
Yep.
So since you're keeping tabs, do you know if anyone has finished yet?
No.
Oh my gosh.
However, also, JLo just picked up their loot.
Oh.
So they are, they have the canoe. JLo's in go mode.
Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's their canoe?
Yeah, JLo's in go mode.
Wow.
A lot of runners are basically looking for that two last items. Looks like Azraptor found the canoe. They still need the key.
Wow.
But
I looked away and okay, Melee has all their orbs. Like,
yep, they just
wow.
need the key. And Jazz just needs the key, and then Carrie as well. Oh, sorry, Kraken.
So forgive my noob question, but what is the key? What does it do again?
It's the magic key. You know, the thing that lets you unlock, supposedly lets you unlock every door.
Oh.
There is exactly, except for the few chests in, basically Clarnaria, or however it's pronounced, Elfland, the Dwarves, Marsh and Northwest Castle. Those are like the ones that require the magic key. Because every other place you would... Temple of Fiends, apart from those, you'd figure, you don't need it, except for two locations. One, the TFC chest in Sea Shrine, the one chest that's got something in there that's locked for mermaids. And then second, to actually truly enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited after using the loot.
Ah. Wow.
As will soon be picking up their adamant. So that'll be nice on that one. Melee coming back with the adamant, turning it into an iron. And a pro cape on that one.
Oh, chime and slap. Nice.
Yep.
For JLo. Now, as a runner for one of these kind of out of the norm sort of runs, I imagine they each probably have to have their own little tracker to keep, you know, track of everything.
It's mental note taking and
Oh my
other stuff
gosh.
like that.
Oof.
Is it wrong of me to actually be rooting for every other person that's managed to get this far to take a wipe?
Oh no! Wait a minute, but if they wipe, then it just keeps going.
Wait, did JLo just forfeit?
Oh.
It says it on ours. Did someone click it by accident, or?
Uh-oh. Let's see. Huh? Yeah, that's verified.
Ah.
But I don't know why they're still playing.
I don't know either. And what's really sad is
Oh, I see.
what?
Thank you, Sonny. It's just, it's now duplicated melee screen.
Ah,
I'm new to this.
it's okay.
I wonder... I guess I could just leave it.
I mean, the sad thing is that, JLo, if you're watching this, I don't know how to tell you this, but, you were in go mode. It's just sad on that one just because it's like, I'm guessing they felt so far behind on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can kind of see. I mean, after 2 hours in, only having one orb. I mean, we don't know the situation. It might just be like, okay, it's midnight. At least Eastern time. And it might
Very
just be
true
one
on
of
that
those
one.
things, yeah.
Honestly, I think if Jazz actually manages to get through this and find their key, they have a chance at it for one specific reason. What is their level? And they're approaching their key. And are they? No, they're getting close to it. They're in the correct area, I think. Either that or one. They're in Earth Cave. You want to throw that in the correct spot for Earth Cave? Sure, they're getting close.
There we go. I figured it out.
Ah, good.
It was bugging me.
That bugs us all on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's sad. It was a good run, JLo. These races are hard.
They're hard. It gets to be a bit mentally taxing on that one. To some degree, I can honestly say that one.
I've not been fortunate enough to race yet, and I'm not sure I have the stuff to do it, but we will see. Right now, I'm just having fun helping y'all.
Oh, I mean, for myself, even I'm not the best at that one. Though, I mean, literally, the only reason why I actually know some of the stuff is because, I've been around long enough to basically absorb a lot of it.
Ah.
But let's see here, Yep, Jazz Raptor's on the right floor. He's on the right floor. After this, we'll be able to go for it.
Yeah,
And there's
this
still no finishers. It's gonna be interesting.
yeah, this feels like it's getting tighter and tighter. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like to me.
It is to some degree.
Yeah, and then Dwight just needs a canoe.
Yep. And Jazz? You're right by it. Come on. Come on, Jazz. You got this. You got this.
Yes.
And at 1 hour 57 minutes and 4 seconds, Jazz Raptor has entered go mode, even though they may not know they're in go mode.
Taking a little breather for a moment before carrying on. Wow.
I wouldn't say this, but check the SRL.
I actually don't have SRL up, but luckily Sunny is filling us in. Oh man. Melee has the key now. Yeah, this feels neck and neck.
It's neck and neck on a lot of them, but Jazz knows exactly where it is, crossing the tiles of destiny. We're gonna start seeing a landslide of finishers soon.
Oh, yeah.
Melee just about to be our first runner on stream into Topher, at least for this one. Gets in at 1 hour 59 minutes and call it 8 seconds.
Oof.
While Melee is just about to take on the, run from the Ocho tile, Jazz is taking down Kraken. Oh, needs to actually get temper or something, but with that Massa level 50, I think with those fast are gonna just... They're gonna do it. 4 hits, 700 change damage, fade for 260. 2 characters level 50. Let's see. 5 hits, 100. Is that over 1,000 or just 100 and change? Anyway, at 2 hours, 16 seconds, Jazz Raptor has lit their 4th orb and is on their way to Temple of Fiends. And Halo in chat, basically, I don't know how many forfeits we're up to. You were actually in go mode. Apparently they lost their note doc.
Oh, GG, J-Lo. Thanks for coming back.
And, I think we're gonna start seeing the, forfeits coming in.
Oh, it looks like 3 runners have forfeited.
You needed the canoe for exactly 1 tile. Exactly 1 tile. Ordeals. Exactly 1 tile.
Now, Melee is fighting what is called Lich 2, correct?
Correct. Lich 2.
Yes.
Basically, just think of it this way. The refights.
Right.
And fun fact, if you go check the other streams, you can exactly see why people have not finished yet.
Oh, wow. I'm a little too nervous.
Oh no, go check. It's a certain alt boss.
Well, I'll have to do it on my phone. Yeah, since I'm restreaming, it's like, okay, I don't want to mess up any audio or pictures. I'll just set it and forget it.
I just put it in chat.
Oh my gosh.
You see what it is?
Yep. I know enough to know that that's a bad thing.
Yep.
Wow. Whose idea was this again?
I have no clue, but that is just... We won't spoil it for y'all, but you're in for a treat.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the only problem with Jazz Raptor's plan is not that many heal spells, but having a maxed out 2-man party might be enough.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that plays out.
I mean, level 50, even without temper, you're swinging for a bunch, it's like, you're covered. The only problem is, what's coming up, but still.
to see what the main boss serves up.
And White finally taking out their garland.
What? Did White get in the tail?
We only had one finisher, right?
Oh, it looks like 4 finishers now. As Sunny is so wonderfully keeping track for us.
Then the off stream.
Yes?
Level 4 temper. There's a question in the chat. I don't remember what level 3 was on that one. If it was checked, I did see level 4 had temper and exit. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of the actual lives is available. I think one of them is available. I do not know if either of them have picked it up or checked, but Melee makes it through Kraken 2. Yeah, life 2 at level 3, apparently. Missed that one, but yeah, that's good. I don't think Jazz has found Elfland, so they don't have it. And what just promoted? And with those levels, Melee actually might stand a chance at what's coming up. Opting to temper, fast, damage poison comes out from Tia 2, tempering up the knight, again, swinging with Massa, 5 hits, 726 damage, temper again, resets to temper, one that knight, opting for, going for fast on the ninja, fade comes out, couldn't see the damage amount, 7 hits, 680 damage, swing from the ninja, 5 hits, 133, nuke, oh god!
No.
Oh god!
Well, that's okay. I mean, as Yoshi has
4
pointed
hits,
out.
199.
Yeah.
Hold A and pray.
Oh. Clench. No.
Oh.
But yeah, as Yoshi pointed out, Jazz caught up with Melee, but wiped at Kraken 2, so I guess that's going to be a thing.
Yeah. I didn't even see what Kraken 2 had.
Oh. I think I saw the word nuke in there, so...
Yeah, that was a nuke. That was a nuke on top of Kraken 2 hitting hard as anything.
Oof. That's just mean. This is mean upon mean.
And the amusing thing is our runners decided to do this for fun.
I know! Just after the spring tournament! Yes.
Well,
people.
after the Swiss round, you mean?
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. The Swiss finals, because the spring tournament's still going. My bad.
If you really want to see something crazy, go back and watch the original actual showcase match from the very first tournament that they did for the, okay, tournament's over, let's have some fun. Made the winner, literally, I think it was what, the top 4? Or was it just top? I know the final 2 people were, actually chose to do this for fun. Will Bluntworth was one of them, not of those 2 but one stream. it was 4 forced thieves, 500%, stats.
What?
And
That's not right.
solo thief.
Yeah. Oh.
As Jalen points out, and Will went solo thief.
Oh my word.
It took him, what, was it 5 or 6 hours?
Oh, I bet.
The entire VOD is on Speed Gaming's, YouTube. I highly recommend you, if you're a fan of Randomizer, fan of seeing old school, like just old school Randomizer,
Yeah.
go watch it. It's amazing. It's good. And it's one of those seeds. It's just like it's the classic just for the sheer amount of just chaos. I'm still trying to convince people to actually try to do a modern version of that, just to see how much it would have affected things, with today's runners' skill levels.
Ah, right. I don't know, man. After this, everyone should take like 2 weeks off.
Nah. You'll see a lot of people doing Irongol, matchups. Looks like Melee's almost back to, Lich 2. I'm hoping Jazz makes it. Like, Jazz found it's the JLo. Jazz found the eye tile and grinded. Went 2-man, had like 5 houses, and decided to he could one-shot him. So essentially, he wasted all his fate. He basically grinded to like 32, insanely early on. And then after Warmech basically punched his face in, went back and got to 50.
Yes, Jazz got cracking.
Wow.
Yes.
Look, wait for a second to explain things, and
Right.
Yeah, but that's just how it is sometimes when you got a lot of good stuff going on.
Well, Dwight's still hanging in there, still looking for that canoe. Still finding more beasties to pummel.
Well, and the NPC guillotine. Don't forget that. Let's see now. Jazz on tier 2, 6 hits, 500 story. Duke comes out immediately. Fast on that fighter. Opting to heal 2. Ice 3 comes out. 4 bit of damage. Swings with the fighter. 7 hits. 200 and change damage. Heal 3 comes out. Opting to heal 3 again. Swinging again. TF or a few hits and a bunch of damage. Let's see. Swinging with the fighter again. 10 hits. I think it was 900 and change damage. Swinging again. Come on. 4 hits. 453, heal 3 comes out again, fire 3 comes out for only a little bit of damage, heal 3 comes out, lit 2 comes out from Tia, 2, heal 3 comes out from the party, but lead swing 6 hits, 342 damage, lit 2 comes out again, 6 hits for like 316 I think, on damage. Better be careful. Swinging comes out, 6 hits, 260 damage, and terminated!
Nice.
Oh, I don't know what Jazz's reaction is going to be to this next battle.
I'm not sure what my reaction's gonna be in the next battle. Oh.
Oh yeah, there's a question in chat. Canoe was in the volcano armory floor. Melee is on their Kraken too. Let's see here. Putting that there. Going in. Realize it's Chaos and Friends. Going for a fight. Going for a fast. Swing for 1 damage. Misses. Chaos hits for like
What?
500. Yeah, Chaos hits for more than 500. Don't know which it is on that one, but okay, so there's that. Fade will definitely be coming out. 2 hits, swing takes out another one of those. I think he's found his real chaos of the day, because it essentially took a huge hit. Blue coming out, swinging. It's now down to that fighter alone. Hold A and pray. Oh. Yeah.
Almost. Maybe.
Swinging. Fouls in the change. Nope.
No.
Ouch.
Yeah, that. Oh.
And Invis 2 was hard to get. Yeah, that's sort of why people are just...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is super rough.
Yeah, it's rough on that one. It's like, looks like Jazz is going to continue on that one. I don't know what they're gonna choose to go after, if anything.
Checking out of town, seeing if they can get some items.
Oh, I definitely... Oh, they finally brought up the other fighters. And it comes out from, you know, Melee Warrior side, Magic, is that Wall? Or either way, Tier 2 is down for Melee. Chad is finally going to promote. If Jazz can find Elfland, you might be able to do that one. But Melee, let's see. This is going to be interesting for Melee. This is going to be interesting. Guys, Scarlet and Friends opting to temper that fighter, pass that fighter, temper that fighter. Let's see, opting to instead go nuke. Fast. Gonna temper again. Oh, and using that fall.
That's pretty nice.
Knows exactly what it is. Tempering up. Oh yeah, that's right. It had a fast thing on that one. Straight off the back, one-shotting the Black Mage. That's a tough one to do. Choosing to fast that ninja. Choosing temper again on that fighter. Swinging, 3 hits and change. Fasting on the ninja. Ink comes out, so nothing major.
Oh, come on, get him.
Choosing another nuke. Oh yeah, no, topping the temper. Saber, temper on the knight. Swinging for 170, saber on the ninja. Nuclear comes out for 200 and change. Realizing this is going to be a crazy fight. Heal 3 going to come out from the red mage. Assuming if that 5 hits. Was that over 1,000 damage?
I hope not.
No, Oh, double nuclear, I might add.
Oh no.
Swings again. 6 hits. Well, over 600 damage. Swings on the knee. Swings like that. Come on, get turn order. Miss, not that much damage. Swings on that one. And
Yes.
terminated!
Oh my gosh.
Melee
Oh.
has finished this seed, the first on our restream at 2 hours. Anybody got the exact time?
About 220, I
Yeah.
would say. Maybe
See if we-
219.
See if we can get them in here. See if they want to come in for a thing.
Trying to think how to do that.
Never mind. Already in here.
Oh,
Melee,
excellent.
GG. Went for a thing.
Oh,
GG.
wow.
Trying think
Way to
how
clutch
do
that one out at the end, huh?
Yeah, basically, it was back and forth between you and Jazz Raptor. Jazz found the never mind, tile already
in
and
here.
grinded.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, GG. Grinded.
Oh,
so, like,
wow.
32 with just, like, the fighter
Way to
and
clutch
the
that one
red
out at
mage.
the end, huh?
Yeah, basically,
And just two
it
man
was back and forth
entire way
between you
through.
and Jazz Raptor. Found
Jazz,
got
found the
destroyed by
eye-tile
Womack
early and
just
grinded.
grinded 50
I
with both
mean,
of them. Grinded.
Was,
so like
I forget,
32
was Wormick
with
vanilla
just
in
like
this one?
the fighter
In these fights?
and the red mage patrolling.
Patrol. Wow. Okay. So we
and
actually
just
sought him out on
two-handed the
Skyfall.
entire way
Yep.
through.
I actually sought him out. Found Wormack, got
Thing is,
destroyed by Wormack, and
I
just
figured
went back and
I
grinded 50 with
figured
both of
if
them.
I needed to grind, which I figured, I would at least, try Topher before doing that. I figured it was
Patrolling.
my first thought was good. So we actually sought him out on
Irongol
Skyfall.
tile. I was like,
Yep.
okay, there's
I actually sought him out.
grind. And then I
Thing is,
saw the three-eye
figured-
tile
I
at the cube block.
figured
Like,
if I needed
yeah,
to
that was
grind,
faster to get to. Which I figured, I would at least try
I
Topher
was
before doing it. I
surprised,
figured it was my first
seeing
thought was
that
good.
one,
When I first
seeing
saw
where the cube,
Irongol tile, I
block
like,
was,
okay, there's
about how a lot of
grind.
you,
And then I saw
you didn't
the
go back
three-eye
and check.
tile at the
see what
cube
it
block.
was.
Like, oh yeah, that was
I think
faster
you
to
did.
get to.
Yeah, checking just the
I
spike tile
was
before
surprised,
continuing, on when you found it. Seeing, that one, seeing where the cube, block was,
I'm
about
sorry,
how a lot of you, that you didn't go back and check.
Did
you think about checking
see what it was?
Spike
I
tile
think you
when
did.
you found the cube block
Did you
earlier
think about
on
checking
in the
just the
game? Spike tile before
No.
continuing, on when you found
all
it?
all I thought was, okay, cube block, move on. I'm sorry, what?
Ah.
If I was really certain,
I'm
I
first
said,
and
did you think
echo.
about checking the spike tile when you found the cube block earlier on in the
Are
game?
you still using my audio?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm,
you
I'm
are.
hearing an echo.
That would be
Absolutely.
why. Move on.
It's all good.
It's all good. It
If
happens.
I was really searching
I'm
first,
but-
hearing
what
an
did you
okay,
think
I
of
muted
echo.
myself on my own stream, so we're fine now.
Sorry.
Don't worry, we switched it over.
Alright.
Audio.
Are you still using my
What did you
audio?
think of the?
Yeah,
yes, you
I'm
are.
hearing
That
an
would be
echo.
that would be
That's the
why.
reason.
It's all-
It was
there
all
is.
right.
Seeing the nukes pop up where they were, I guess I shouldn't have been that surprised.
Was that a double nuclear chaos?
Either that or it was just like nuclear ink and just repeated itself. I don't know. Because I thought that's what it looked like to me.
I mean, a lot of runners were having problems with this seed.
Considering I came in 7th with the kinds of people involved with, I would. When I saw that only 6 people had finished at that point, I was thinking Topher has to be something like, my God.
Yeah, from what we could see, and trust me, I was checking in on the other ones as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta ask, what did you think of the canoe?
Figures that I would near last location that.
Yeah, but the reason that you needed it,
Yeah, because
one tile to cross one river tile.
thing is, technically, I didn't even need to do that. I could have, if I really wanted to check the on-rack location, I could have just gone back to the boat.
It was ordeals.
Oh, right, yeah. Looking at my notes now, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said exactly one tile.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not as upset about the canoe part. I was more upset about where the key ended up.
Ah,
Because I was dead set on avoiding Earth 3 until I had the rod.
ah.
Still not sure where I don't think I ever actually found that though.
I believe only I don't remember if JLo found it or Dwight found it. We have seen it. It wasn't leading to anything.
Well, obviously, I found everything else.
Yep.
And then when I saw the key in that chest, I decided to go kill the vampire out of spite.
I mean,
That's fair.
And then it would have been funny if that chest ended up with something interesting, but no.
I have commentated a seed where I don't remember if it was the sub-hour seed, but the tournament where that held the last ribbon and someone didn't check it. But yeah, overall, what did you think of this set of fun and wacky and zany flags?
Entrance Shuffle takes some getting used to. The rest of it I'm cool with.
I mean, I've done entrance shuffle before, at least for just the towns, and it's like if you don't take notes, it's a strain on the brain.
Yeah, and with my memory is not good, period. So if I didn't have a tracker, I would have been lost. I would have been checking and rechecking everything. Although, if you saw my movement be a little weird at times because I was playing with one hand and typing notes with my other hand, that can be kind of. I'm not used to doing that either.
I mean, if voice to text was better, it'd be a lot easier.
I'm just amazed you could even do it. Like,
I wasn't doing it that well.
it.
Goodness knows, I've started doing shorthand, like the Agama for being like F4 or something or stuff like that. Just try to shorten it, limit the number of keystrokes as much as I could.
I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I'm trying to think here on like other stuff for that one. I mean, were you surprised at where anything was actually, apart from the key, but were you surprised with any like how the early game was?
I felt like the early game was kind of rough, especially when I was seeing like imps with Blizzard, and it's like, okay, I was like, can I get anywhere? Especially when I was considering Danning the Thief because the enemies didn't want him to live. Though I think it was mostly seeing that katana, even a -1 katana. That's what, and seeing fast, which I kept forgetting to get on my red wizard. I was upset about that because I forgot to do that like 3 or 4 times. See, having temper and fast on the ninja, that's largely what. That's what.
Ended up keeping it alive.
Yes.
So what did you think about the best weapon in the game?
Oh, Masa
If the-
+5. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Especially when it was at the Vorpal minus something is like, yeah, right.
Yeah, in this day and age, this seed, it was just like everybody was Team Massa, and if you were Team Vorpal, it's just like why? This was you're on Team Massa for this seed. Here's your best weapon. Uh, I don't know who rolled it, but it almost feels like this was rolled for Team Massa more than anything else.
Although I was kind of glad that I found that was it the fast staff. That one came in handy at the chaos fight, if nothing else. Though the thought occurs to me now, I'm since I had pretty much checked everything else, the rod was the rod key locked?
I think
Eh,
yes, it was.
had to have been.
It was in the top right room of Temple of Fiends.
Oh, wow. Yeah, once I got that key, it's like, okay, time to go. Which made me glad that I took out Kraken the moment I found him. Because like, okay, just I found I found Kraken. Take him out now. I can search for the key afterwards.
I don't think we ever saw the dragon armor.
No, that's the thing with randomized treasures. You're not guaranteed to find anything.
Ah,
I
true
was
enough.
glad to find the 2 ribbons because you're not guaranteed to get any in these flags. Goodness knows I've ran a few practice seeds of this just mostly because of the entered shuffle. There was a time where I found like 6 ribbons.
I mean, I've seen, and stuff like this before with this type of stuff where you could buy massa before. I mean,
Not on these flags, no. 'Cause
ah,
that's the elite weapons flag. So that includes stuff like Massa, Vorpal, and all the magic items.
but you could manage to get at least a decent amount of the good stuff.
Yeah, seeing the ice armor and the flame shields for sale, I was like, I was pretty much good for armor.
Yeah, I mean, once I saw that, even as an observer, even as commentary, I mean, it was like, yeah, that's your armor. You're picking that up as soon as you can. You're equipping that, and you're good. But overall, if you do any, if you had known anything about this seed ahead of time, what is like the one thing you would have loved to have known?
Uh, Probably where that key was, because I pretty much last locationed it. Although to be fair, that would have led to me checking a lot of other things. Although I ended up passing by a lot of those things along the way anyway, so it probably wouldn't have made that much of a difference.
I hear you there. Well, GG's on at least finishing this horrible end game of this seed. I
I
mean,
mean, I say aside from it was a Kraken, Tiamat, and Chaos were kind of a thing, but that's kind of par for the course with this.
of course.
So
Kinda
you
thing.
come to expect it at this point.
So what
And
made?
I've had practices that were worse at Chaos. So
Oof.
Hey, I've had tournament seeds that have been worse before you even get to chaos.
Yeah. So what made you sign up for this grand event?
I've been thinking about entering Irongol for a while. Just I've never been too much for racing in general, so I was always kind of iffy on it. Then when I saw the announcement for this and looked over the flags, it's like, okay, I'll do it.
Like, why not?
Goodness
I
knows,
mean,
it's probably still better than the flags that I would propose, because goodness knows my last casual seed was about 80% tri-stated.
whether it could be there or not be there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my thing, like I won't probably run a set for the Iron Call just because I don't have the time. I'm more than willing to call it, and really, if I can restream it for y'all. I just want the ability to propose a few flag sets for y'all to actually take a look at and possibly run.
Yeah, goodness knows I don't see myself as a racer, but I'll probably run almost any flag set under the sun.
Also, Canoe pickup finally for Dwight. So they are officially in go mode as well.
Yeah, they just need 2 more orbs and then, oof.
Oh wow, this seed really didn't play nice with some people, did it?
Oh no.
No, it did not. This is the type of seed where you just want to go, please, just have mercy. Please.
So did I actually get lucky on some of this?
Well,
Kinda.
yes and no.
Because I must have done something right if I was able to take a walking grind to 29 before hitting Topher.
I mean, is apparently picking up a few spells right now, but I've got to look quick to see where Elf. Did you check Elfland or did you find it?
Yeah. Elfland was at the waterfall.
Ah, ah.
So it's Elfland always seems to be one of the more annoying places for me to find in my from what I've seen.
I mean, it's useful when you can find it early on, and it's great when you can still find it because of the both levels of magic.
Yeah, and with temper at 4, it's like yes, 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 please.
I mean, overall, I personally have enjoyed what I've seen of the Irongol. It's just like I don't have time to do races on that one, and knowing my luck, I'll probably get like no matter what the flag said, I'm gonna end up getting something horrible, horrible. I'm talking like you'll walk away from it and just be like, what did I just put myself through?
Um, you're you haven't seen some of the seeds I roll. I seem to roll bad seeds more often than not myself, so I know how that feels, but
I
you just gotta persevere through it.
I know. Good example here. There is a reason why I lost at least a few of my races. Let's see. One of them being sorcerers with nuke.
Oof.
Yeah, and that was the first spell too. My opponent
Well,
did not see it at all.
well, let's put this. One of my practice seeds for this, the final boss was 2 War Mechs and Thunder.
Ouch. I'm surprised.
And then there's the War Mechs that'll just punch everything and it'll just insta kill anything it touches.
Although I have to say, does Mute actually finally work on the enemies or not?
I don't know. I've never tried.
I'm surprised no one has. If it does work, I mean,
it's well, it's it all. I guess it all depends on how accurate the spell is. If the accuracy is not there, it's probably not even worth trying. But with the kind of MDef that late game enemies tend to have, it's probably not that strong of a chance to work anyway.
true enough, but they'll let you have lock at 100% of the time.
Well, that's a specific randomizer function.
Oh, I know that. I'm saying I'm surprised they haven't added a flag yet for you to be 100% of the time. But then again, I guess that is a little too easy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Because all you need is good turn order and you're good. Although I don't think that would prevent nuclear.
Nuclear's a skill, not a spell.
Exactly. So it would prevent nuke. It would prevent Cure 4, but if they have a bunch of nuclears, you're still in trouble.
Pretty much. Have you been checking in to see how the other racers are doing?
I was just pulling the stream up now.
And I've personally been checking on and off on that one.
And goodness, if Topher ended up being bad enough that I had to go back and grind, I probably would have stopped at probably no higher than like 35 or something, just because this is supposed to be a race. Yeah, I can't be spending too much time on it. I guess I got lucky at least on the first chaos attempt. I think it was half an hour in, and I was promoted at like level 9. That was cool. That was probably that was definitely the first step towards keeping the ninja. That and eventually seeing having fast at 1, temper at 4. That was some good stuff right there.
Very, very true. Very, very true. looks like Dwight is finally on their way to carry.
That's
Sorry, Kraken.
Kraken.
It's hard to remember sometimes. It's after midnight where I am.
Same here.
And looks like Jazz Raptors on their way to try Topher again. Well, in Topher, I should add.
Yeah, the fire giant. That having that be an unrunnable counter was kind of annoying because it's like I could throw a nuke and knock them all out, but I tend to hoard my resources if I have it.
I think we all do on some of that stuff, especially at the higher levels. Especially at the higher levels.
Yeah, I was worried about using temper charges against like Lich or Carry because I was saying okay, I shouldn't be using too much of these because I might need them later, but it's kind of a moot point if you don't even get past them in the first place.
Very true. So overall, you'd say interesting seed?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was enemy items kind of clumped together as they tend to be in this flag set. I know I was noticing that quite a bit, like say the trio of items in Mirage 2, the floater, bridge, and bottle all in one spot.
Yep, but worked out. Worked out.
I would say probably the most annoying thing about this was basically having the Marsh split and the Sea Shrine split both in the same entrance.
I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, Topher was actually early instead of being deep. I think deep Topher was allowed.
I don't think so. I don't think it was actually.
Thought I was told it was, but I'd have to go back and check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the flag set here.
But while you're checking that, Jazz Raptor has made it to carry 2 again.
Deep Topher is not on.
Ah, good. You all that. Ooh. That was something. Jazz Raptors Black Wizard just went down in like a single hit.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically anything from carry 2 onwards, you kind of gotta respect the be able to hit you really, really hard.
I mean, their total levels combined are 160.
Even then, the Black Mage isn't gonna have that much health. I mean, goodness knows, mine barely had 300. Like at one point, my Red Wizard had like 401. It's like, okay, I can survive one max roll nuclear, so okay.
Gotta have fun with it. Gotta have fun with it. Yeah. So overall, are you happy where you finished in this seed?
I'm amazed at where I finished. I was being in the top third. I was expecting to be in the bottom third.
I mean, with the way this seed was,
the way this seed was, I would expect the kind of the stronger runners to just run rampant, I suppose, because they are probably they have a better idea of how to deal with it. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, this is the type of seed where it's just like memory and just rolling with the punches. And as I've pointed out once before, and I'll say this again, this is the type of seed where it's just beating your head against a wall and grinding to max level is always an option.
Yep, it always is. But if Kraken's hitting you 12 hits for 1200, and all the levels in the world ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, true enough. And Jazz is on to you too again. I gotta call this one tempering out on the fighter. Tempering again, I think. Fade as well. 4 hits, 172 damage. Fast comes out. Temper and fast on that night. 7 hits, 828 damage. Fade comes out, 145 from the red mage. Heal 3 coming out, swinging with the ninja. 3 hits, 102 damage. 4 hits. Using that ninja to temper up the knight. Opting to lock 2. Tia 2. 11 hits. 11,000 sorry, 1100 damage, I think. Duke comes out, 300 change for the entire party. All of them stay standing. Swing, heal 3. Let's see, 5 hits, 180 damage for the ninja. 10 hits, 506 damage, and Jazz Raptor has made it through Tia 2.
Nice.
Whew. Yeah.
I mean, legitimately keeping the entire party alive from a nuke. And they're going into their Garlanded Friends battle again. Wasting a lot of heal pots, but understandable.
Hey, I'm actually
Gotta keep
on
that knight
pause, but
alive.
I'm muted.
Okay, I'm gonna. Someone else bailed.
His things are.
It kind of sucked that Cure 4 was unlearnable on this one.
One sec.
I think it was. I believe it was in 6, and it wasn't
Top
Red
slot.
Wizard learnable.
Top slot. If I recall correctly. And Jazz Raptor makes it into starts the fight on that one fast. Gonna come out fast. No, on that one, just making sure all that stuff. Starting with the center, I'm pretty sure. Yep, fast on the on his knight. Swings at the center one. 14 hits over 100. Just destroys that. The ninja goes down for a bunch. Another
Ow.
fast on Hulk. Opting to temper that knight. I'd be casting Fade, swinging, picking a target at random. The red mage is down on one knee and poisoned.
Yeah, poison touch.
Fade coming out, getting rid of all those fake garlands and a little bit for chaos, tempering up on the knight again. Opting to temper. 2 shots of temper, lock 2 on the chaos. Tempering up again. 4 hits and a blunt. Was that 1,700 damage?
Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah. So Black Mage goes down, 880 damage. This chaos is beefy as heck.
Yeah, that was. I was scared when it came down to just the knight. I was
Holding
like,
A,
wow.
1,200 damage, and terminated. 6 hits, 1,100 change, and Jazz Raptor finishes around the 2 hour and 48-minute mark.
Wow.
GG's in chat.
I don't remember chaos hitting quite that hard. It was like 700 on the ninja. I'm wondering what armor Jazz Raptor had on the ninja.
I do not remember Tito. Don't know if they're going to try to join us in here or not. As I said, I don't know if they want to join us in here or not, but and I don't know where they finished overall.
The Jazz Raptor finished 11th place with the 248.14.
Nice. I mean, a lot of players, once it came down to the needing, once they realized what the Temple of Fiends looked like, they immediately started grinding. So it looks like Dwight is actually in Topher. Could not catch the levels on it. Into carry 2. Let's see, starting off with a temper on. That's their ninja.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's everything?
Oh man, who's still going at this point?
Dwight out of our stream. I think Thunder over in Speed Gaming 1. I mean, you have a few others on that one. I know Thundercloud actually was the first, at least on stream, was one of the first into Topher.
No
And
kidding.
White.
Wow.
And
Dang.
wiped at Chaos. So, about that strategy of yours.
Which one?
Grind to infinity.
Oh my
And
gosh, man.
beyond.
As soon as I found those eyes, it was time. I had to get it on. I got up to a good deal, like maybe 32 or something. Then I went on with my game. Eventually, I came back to the Death Master himself, Warmech, and decided I had to get up to 50 at that point in time with my two guys and go and destroy him in the rightful manner he decided to.
So, what about that Massa 5?
Oh, it was so nice. That Massa was I was amazed at that. That's so strong. I've never done Blurst weapons before, so this is the first time.
I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely a neat thing.
My comment has been, this was a seed where everybody was on Team Massa. You were not throwing that away. Strongest weapon in the game, you ain't throwing that away.
Nope. I did throw away the Vorpal -3 as soon as I found it. Right on the ground of sea.
I couldn't remember what it was, what minus it was. I knew it was a minus something. And the katana -1. That was, if it was any less than one, I probably might have thrown that away too. Well, I never actually threw them away, but I wouldn't have used them, I guess.
I mean, XCal was XCal -5.
Yeah, I found at least a couple of those.
What's that, like a silver sword now?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know the numbers on that that stuff.
Rusted in the Lady of the Lakes lake.
I mean, I gotta ask, Jazz, if you had any knowledge of this seed beforehand, what would you have loved to have known?
Oh man, okay. I think probably for me, I was kind of tilted whenever I found that there was a dock by the floater or by the Ryukon Desert, because I never used that flag that had the double open or whatever. And so
Extended open progression.
yeah, and so I had gone a good distance without actually going back to the desert, and then I just remembered, and I was like, oh my gosh, that probably would have been the one I would have wanted to know. Remember?
I mean, I remember at least one of the things for extended open progression because I have a tile named for me in that. What? It's the tile that basically got deleted to allow progression to Elfland. It's enough to basically then they finally added it and everybody loved it, and I made them make sure that they had to name it after me on that one.
The Mage's tile.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you ever like gone down there and just like where that one river is, where you no longer have to step through that one tile gap that prevents you from going down? Yep, that's the tile. I mean, heck, if it was you and you managed to convince him to do something like that, it's like, wouldn't you want it named after you?
Oh yeah. Definitely a lifesaver for many people.
But overall, what did you think of the seed?
I enjoyed it. It was a tad bit long for me, but I mean, I think that really getting into Topher, I tried to get as far as I could, and it felt like I was doable as long as like Chaos wasn't a jerk, and then Chaos was a jerk.
Yeah, Chaos and Friends. Chaos and Friends.
Yep.
A lot of people got down there, gave it a few shots, and either wiped on the way and forfeited, or made it there and just.
And then you have people like me that I think I wiped once to Tiamat, and then second was the successful one. So I guess I got lucky.
Oh, sweet. No, that's cool. Yeah, I had to go back to the eye grind down in Marsh Cave and get my other two guys that were dead the whole game up to at least a suitable level to be something of use.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I pretty much did a kind of a walking grind the entire way, as I tend to take more fights than I probably should, and I was at like 29 going into Topher.
No kidding.
I saw the eye tile. I hit it a couple times on the. Hit it once going in. I decided to walk out just to hit that tile again. Though I think my first major, not really major grind, was on the 4th floor of Earth in Volcano. I found an Irongol tile, and I was actually able to hit that one a few times and get some early levels.
Super flavor win too. Excellent. For the Irongol tournament.
It helped having Fade definitely helped doing that, because it looked like apparently they didn't have too much for health.
Good. Very, very good.
So that
Yeah, I
got
don't
me
know
up
if
to
I
like
had
the
thought of-
mid-teens and such. So that definitely helped get me going for the rest of the seed.
I mean, overall opinions on the seed. God, forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, it's after 1 where I am, but still, like, are you surprised at how few people have finished? Since a lot more people have finished, are you surprised at just how many people, finished ahead of you, and who finished ahead of you?
I'm not surprised. I think that there's some really good people out there that are playing, and so I'm happy that everyone did really well. I am kind of surprised that Crabcake's noped out after a while. I guess she must have gotten hit real hard and tilted or something, but I don't know. I mean, I think that it would have been nice to beat Bert because Bert beat me this last time and knocked me out of the ST. So it would have been kind of nice to do that, but he still got me.
I mean, the positive thing is that you get to sit back, relax, and watch, and help with providing, all the stuff, for, being on the other side.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I think it was a really fun experience, and I'm going to keep on going with Irongol for sure because this is a lot of fun. You don't really get this type of random stuff in the sanctioned matches, I guess.
Well, considering I've suggested, and I'm one of those people who's like, I'm not probably ever going to do Iron Gold just because I don't have time for it sometimes. But I can come up with some crazy flag seeds, flag sets that I want to see. And I've said this before, say this again. I want to see people try an updated version of the original spring tournament. I'm talking like the very first one, an updated version of that with the modern, with everybody that the more experienced players now, see if they could actually beat it faster than it was done beforehand. And I hate to say it, but I would have to outright say Will Bluntworth cannot be the person in that one unless he promises to not do a solo thief again. It took him 5+ hours.
No, man.
It was
I
4
just
thieves.
turned on his stream to see what he was doing on the other channel too. Man, he's still going too.
I mean, the idea of behind it was 4 thief, solo. Basically it was 4 force party, single class. It was thief, 500% enemy stats.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said a modern take on that one. Like with like the actual skill level of runners nowadays. With a lot of the same flag set stuff, how could they do it and could it be faster?
That'd be kind of fun, actually. A fun tournament to have.
Even just as a match, it's just like
Yeah.
just throw it as an old school. Like, how would you guys handle it nowadays? Like, with all the new, like, you don't have some of the fixes now. You still get the increased speed and stuff like that, but you'd have to like, it's like you wouldn't have some of the things that we rely on so much nowadays. It would be cool. And looks like Dwight's finally doing what you did as and just grinding to infinity.
Is Dwight using Xcal?
I don't know if they found the thing. I
Oh,
did not
man.
see if they found Massa.
I don't remember where it was now, but
It was I know I remember seeing it. I think it was it C? No, it was trying to think here.
Yeah, I don't even remember it either. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It was by one of the other locations that something else was good there. Was it one of the it might have been in one of the Cardi Islands, but I don't think but I'm not positive.
well, I know 2 of the Cardials were loaded.
Yeah, and not the actual Cardi Isle, but the tile to get into the Cardi Isle that was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the longest one ever.
Yeah,
Had
it's-
both
yeah,
forks in it.
the Swamp Island, yeah, that had both splits in it. It's like, really?
Again,
Especially since the tracker I'm using doesn't really account for that well. So
Yeah, the
making
one
notes
I'm
for that
using
was
doesn't
kind of
either.
weird. So I ended up getting turned around when I went back to check E1, since I was still looking for the canoe at that point, I think.
Hmm. I think there was one of the fiends in that one as well, and so I killed the fiend and I was like, all right, done. Let's go to the next place. And then I forgot about going to the other side of the fork for a couple of checks, and I eventually remembered, thankfully. But
Considering that's where the loot and the chime were, well, the chime led to Lefane, which I don't think had much, so the chime wasn't really important. But the loot, yeah, that you kind of need that.
yeah.
I mean, I have to ask, what did you think of what the canoe was needed for?
That was like maximum damage on that canoe. Can you imagine the whole game never finding a canoe and never being able to get to ordeals for that?
It's one tile.
The thing is, I pretty much last location that dumb thing. Because the Oxyale was in Elfland on the Agama floor, and I had such grief I was never able to get that one out, so I just kind of left it there for later. And it turns out I kind of needed that because the canoe was in the Onrak dungeon.
And it looks like Dwight's done grinding. I think they got to at least 40 something, maybe.
No, Will just beat Chaos.
Oh,
GG's,
nice.
did you go solo party or?
Nah, he had to resurrect everyone. Though I think his thief beat him.
Oh, that's nice at least.
Oh, he didn't promote?
Oh, I know he had promoted for sure. I'm sorry, his ninja then.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me if Will Bloodworth didn't promote, but
I mean, we all choose our own handicaps when playing a seed, and looks like Dwight at least made it to 42 on a lot of his characters.
I appreciate him using the houses to get his inventory in line. He could have just used the bottle, and that would have done it. But oh well.
Some people don't think about it.
Yeah. I purposely, after I checked the Adamant and TNT turn-ins, I reset out of it just specifically to try and make sure my inventory was aligned.
And I think they are using XCal. Although it might be because I don't know what the ninja's rocking though.
think that might have been Mazda. I don't know if he, because I see he's got the alternate character sprites. I don't know if that modifies the weapons too or not.
I do not know.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't design those sorts of those sprite
I
alterations.
don't either.
Oh, geez, I got lucky. Never saw that one. Not that unrunnable.
I mean, that's one of the nicest things about this. It's like once you finish, you can sit back, relax, hang out in the broadcast booth, and just see, and comment on some of the other stuff. It's always nice to hear, just like, those that actually ran the seeds' thoughts on this.
Thunder's done with Team at 2 at this point.
Finally.
Looks like he's in a pretty good position to close this one out now.
I'm just saying because they were one of the first people into Topher. And I might add, Jazz, at one point, you were tied with them for the lead throughout the entirety of everybody on stream.
Wow.
No kidding.
No kidding. You both were the only two people that had 3 orbs lit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I found the first 2 pretty quickly. I was pretty good about just taking them out when I found them, thankfully, because I had ground up those eye tiles pretty quickly.
The only
Didn't have to
difference
go back
was their 3 included Kraken. Yours didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, Kraken was definitely the last one I found.
That's the last one I found too.
But because of the whole canoe thing, I found Carrie early enough. I just at that point I just didn't have the levels to do that yet.
As I said, I thought you might appreciate the humor in that.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty fun. I'd say that the route divergence in this type of game is an amazing equalizer, I guess, because there's so many different checks that you have to check, and then you feel like you want to get through that dungeon before kind of going to a new one, And so just depending on which one you go to, you might just end up, because of your route, being completely behind after a while.
And
It's
go ahead.
It's kind of a awkward thing, like with the entrance shuffle and with no incentivized locations. You're pretty much required to check everything you come across. You can't really afford to get you always have to have in the back of your mind is like, okay, I didn't check this yet.
Right.
Because you never know where that might have the important thing.
Yeah, and you might say, okay, I don't want to go back for that Oxtail that was behind the Agamas, and then eventually have to go back to it and remember where it is. So it was a good point to check that tile.
Dwight has the fast. That was the defense sword. That's what I thought that was a staff. Okay.
Oh no, Chaos giving Thunder the business now.
But actually, defense sword plus. It was defense plus 5, right?
Yes.
That's probably what he's rocking.
That would make a bit more sense.
I mean, I could see that if they've done, Blessed Curse before, then yeah, that's probably gonna make it 10 times more stronger than Excal minus 5.
I mean, a lot of things would be better than Excal minus 5. And it does look like the Massa's on the Ninja.
Makes sense on that one. I mean, because Ninja can't rock defense sword, right?
No, Ninja can rock basically everything except for Excal and the Wizard Staff, I believe.
Either way, it works out best on that one. And ooh, seafood party platter.
Yeah, I opted to keep my Massa on the Knight, mostly because the Ninja is kind of squishy, and that kind of bore itself out against Kraken, Tiamat, and Chaos. So I wanted to keep the big weapon on the one that would be most likely to survive.
Makes sense. And 9 hits for 1100 and change damage. 1300 and change damage on that one. So 2, if I did my math right.
Yeah, Kraken 2 didn't have too much for health. I think Tiamat 2, at the very least had some decent evade, I want to say.
A lot of HP too. And
Yeah.
was it Kraken 2 or Tia 2 that had nuke?
Pretty sure Tiamat 2 did at least. I thought Kraken did too, or maybe I might be remembering it wrong.
Either way, we'll soon see. But yeah, the grind on that one's just like it's just the. I can't blame them for that one because, getting late on that one. I don't know who's left on that one, but this is the type of thing where you just say, watch it, finish it out, and just enjoy it.
Yeah, looking at the racing, there's only 3 people left racing. There's Dwight, Thunder, and Grandy.
And as I said,
Thunder wiped to Chaos, and he's back on Lich 2 now.
wow. And Tiamat did have nuke.
Yeah, Tiamat definitely had nuke, yeah.
As I said, at one point, Thunder was literally leading the pack. But I think they legitimately, just went in at such a low level.
Well, I guess you have to test it to see if it's like paper thin or whatever. It makes sense to go once.
By the way, 11 hits, over 4. I think it was what? Basically what? At least 1100 damage if I did the math. If I saw that correctly, from the ninja. 5 hits, 302, I think. Sorry, fast text on that one. Healing up with the from the red mage swing 1500 damage. I think that's enough.
Yeah. Arnold better be.
And I know Itlo decided to forfeit after they lost their notes document.
Ooh, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that's you're doing that anyway. Taking the victory lap on that one because they're going to. They're pretty sure they're going to finish.
Walks into a wall afterward.
It's seeing all this is like it makes me wonder how the heck did I think by the time I got to Chaos I was around 30, 31, so it makes me wonder how the heck did I beat Chaos at 31?
Hold A and pray.
Eventually, yeah. Against Chaos and Friends, probably one thing that I do is I would even sacrifice 1 turn of temper just to throw a nuke out, just so you know which one you're supposed to be swinging at.
Yeah.
So that way your fighter's not wasting a swing.
Also, Dwight just pulls Chaos, opting to fade with that.
And I'm not sure how they do it, but I always find it interesting that in that particular encounter, even when you encounter it multiple times, you don't know which one's going to be Chaos.
What was the fast piece of equipment he has?
That's the defense sword.
Oh, where did he get that?
I know I found it. I don't remember where it was though.
Oh yeah.
Thing is, I think I only ever used it in the Chaos fights. I had the Knight fast himself, had 2 others temper, and threw out a fate to knock out all the Garlands.
Hey,
there's the nuclear coming out.
This is Dark Moon. There were
out on
2
the
fast
ninja.
swords in the game.
Opting to swing with the fighter. Oh, Knight, 3 hits. Could not see that one. 471 damage from Chaos on the Knight. Heals will be coming out. Let's see. Using a swing on that one. Lock 2 coming out from the mage. 2 hits, 12 damage. Lock 2 coming out, making it easier. Nuclear again. And it was back-to-back nuclears. Swing, 4 hits, 602 damage. Couldn't see almost all the 3 hits on that one. Heal 3 coming out.
Yeah, some good bit of
2 fade charges. 997 damage, fade, 130, swing, 9 hits, 1500 and change. GG's.
Whew.
Thundercloud is on the seafloor right now. Rolling Tia 2.
I don't know if Dwight wants to join us or not. I think we're all here just if Dwight wants to come in and just keeping an eye on the last other restreamed runner.
I feel like looking to see how much Chaos was actually punching me for.
The short answer is a lot. And Dwight joining us in chat. GG's, Dwight. GG's. I'm glad you didn't give up. Yeah, welcome to join us in the booth if you want.
Hello. GG's.
GG's.
Thank you. GG's, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, good morning. We are. So, what do you think of this seed?
Despite what it might have looked like, I had fun. I thought this was really interesting. We didn't have any defense at the end, so I wiped on Tia 2 at the very end. And then everybody got to see me wander around, try to check my notes and figure out what I skipped. And then I figured it out.
I mean, it was one of those seeds where, overall, it was a good seed. Well, let me rephrase that. It was a good seed to actually be on commentary for. Looked like at least an okay seed to run. I mean, I gotta ask, what did you think of what you needed the canoe for?
Yeah, I was looking for that canoe forever, and then I skipped the box that led to the oxale on accident. I didn't skip it on purpose. I just forgot to go check that room for whatever reason. And then I got disheartened at the end. I grabbed the oxale. I dug out all of mermaids and the armory room, and then I didn't find the canoe. And I was like, oh no, did I miss something else? And then I went back, and then I'm like, oh, there's 3 boxes in here. I'm going to check these before I leave. And then I found it. And I was like, okay. Phew. Now we can move on.
I have to say, though, losing the train of thought.
I definitely am going to go back and watch Tarnin's run. Did it in an hour 45, I think. Wow. I can't even imagine getting done that quickly.
Do you want to hear something really amusing?
Sure.
Okay, Tarnin, Jazz Raptor, and Thunder Cloud of all people early on were leading.
Yeah, it's amazing. I never lead these things. It was really fun. And now Thundercloud is still going right now. He got into Topher first.
Like as in before anyone else?
As in before anyone else.
He just beat him. He dot done. Or he's going to dot done, I guess. He just beat him at 3 hours and 19 minutes.
Wow.
So I was checking everything here and there. It's like, as I said, Jazz, you and him literally had 3 orbs at the same time, and it was that early.
Oh my god.
Legitimately, it was just like it was that type of seed where it was just like it's just it was crazy. Definitely go back and watch this, like, pull up, like, the Twitch VODs of all 3 of all 4 things, and just watch like how interesting it was, because it was interesting.
It had to be. I like wasted a bunch of time at the beginning, just kind of flailing around. Couldn't get anywhere at the beginning, and then because like the imps had Blizzard, I think, or something, and kept killing
Yep.
me. And so I wasted like 20 minutes just trying to find a good spot that I could actually get in, get something, and get out. And then that basically the first spot was the floater, and I was like, well, somebody's gonna complete this really quick.
Yeah, when I saw the floater where it was, like, dang it, I could have had this so much sooner.
I mean, from a commentary perspective, there were problems all over the seed for all of you. Not as a negative, it was just very, very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, it's just I was the weird one where my issues weren't. I only wiped once in Topher somehow. Is like given that seems to be where everyone else was having grief. It's amazing that I got through it at the levels I did, because I actually looked into it. I entered Topher at 28, and I only wiped once. So I wiped once to team at 2, and that was it.
Wow. That's amazing.
You didn't wipe on the gargoyles with nuke?
Gargoyles had nuke. I never saw that. They had like
Yeah, I never saw
sleep
that
and
either.
they had sleep and maybe something else, but I didn't see the nuke.
Yeah, I was like level 35 checking a spot that I had thought I had already checked, and all of a sudden those gargoyles just nuked me to death. I was like, oh, I didn't find anything in here anyway, so it didn't really matter. But
Whenever you see that stuff, it's just like just hope it's never on a mob you have to see again.
so I wiped on Tia 2, and I was like, I think I was level 30 something, and then I was just like, I looked at my time, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go fight these eyes until I'm level 40, and then I'm gonna go back, and that's what I did.
That eye tile grind. What'd you think of that?
I mean, it went pretty. I spent less time on it than I thought I was gonna. I was like, I'm just gonna fight this until I'm level 40, and then I'm gonna go back. And it only took me a few minutes because you get a lot of EXP. It turns out.
I've stated this before, and I'll state it again. The eyes of the Agamers were the original grind tiles. Back in the original meta, they were what you went for your grinds. Even nowadays, they're still some of the best EXP to get.
I killed vampires for a little bit earlier in the run, just because it was the best one that I found, and I was, yeah.
Yeah, I usually find myself just I tend to take probably more fights just along the way than I probably should, and so that's how I ended up being at 28 going into Topher. It's like at that point, it's like I'll take a look, see how Topher behaves, and if I have to, then I'll go back to the eye tile. But it turns out I didn't need to.
Again, because it's getting a little late, I'll say GG's to all of you. I don't want to cut you all short, but it's like almost 2 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts?
Had a blast. This was amazing. For a Rumble, this was great. Wait until the next one comes, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I can only imagine what the flag set would be for that. Because with this Irongol thing, you could do pretty as long as your opponent agrees to it, you can pretty much do whatever flags you want.
My comment has been I want to get a group of people together that are willing to go crazy and just do a updated version of like just one of the old school, like spring tournament, like showcase races from the very first tournament. 4x thieves, 500%, enemies, and just a few modern updates, but just you're going old school that evening.
I guess my final thoughts are I had a really good time. Thanks for letting me play. I just refuse to give up. I guess this is my first race that I've ever ran, and so I just didn't want to forfeit on my first one.
Wait, this is your first race? Okay,
Yep.
huge GGs then, and
Yeah, man.
congrats.
Super GGs.
I just refused to give in.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm kind of stubborn like that. So good. And one thing that helps me is I tend to have SRL minimized, so I'm not seeing I'm not seeing where I stand. Like I only brought up SRL when I was at Chaos, pretty much. Actually, no, I did it after I wiped to TF2. That's when I brought it up, and I saw it's like only 6 people had finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody find any defensive items? Like I found nothing.
If you're talking for like evasion or something, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viz 2 was basically locked out. You had fog. I think I saw one thing of fog.
I think there was like a fog hammer or something like that. It's like I didn't even keep it.
It's still fog. That's an increase in absorb.
I think I should have
there were
kept
some
it.
people.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much that would have helped in this particular case, but
Yeah, I guess there were some people that ended up after leveling up, they're promoting the night, going back for a ruse or something like that.
if it was available, then yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I think I saw Thunder do it. That's how he ended up evading all of Chaos's final hits in that last go he had.
I guess I went back on my night, but I didn't see what level Ruse was. I don't think it was level 1 because I went back and grabbed Fade. But
No, I think it was in Elfland, which was in the waterfall.
Had to have been 3 then, because Knight can't learn anything at 4.
Right.
Anyway, I think we all need to get some rest. So
yep, I got to work in the morning.
Yes,
Thanks,
same.
guys. Thanks, folks.
GG's all. GG
Thanks
all
again
of you.
for everything.
And a huge GG to you again, White, for sticking through it and actually finishing. I'm closing this one out.
Thank you. Thanks to the commentators, the people that tracked, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
And I think that wraps us all up for tonight. I'm not even gonna say. I'm just gonna say GG's to everybody because I'm gonna probably butcher everybody's names on that one. Considering the number of people on that one, put the exclamation for the runners. Follow the runners. They did an amazing job. Follow commentary. Follow our restreamer. Follow our trackers. Basically, if you want to follow everybody in that one, go ahead. Follow check the Discord out if you like FF1R. Although if you probably watched this, you probably are already part of the Discord. Anyway, night all.